Hey everybody, welcome to TCH Live. My name is Ben Miney, brought to you alongside the one and only Derek Ing.
What's up, everybody?
We are in the booth and we're doing it live. 5-5-10, no limit holdem action here from Texas Card Dallas. We're excited to have everyone here tonight. You heard myself and Eugene talking a little bit about the WPT Steps tournament coming up this Saturday before the stream started, and I'm very excited. It's going to be an awesome tournament. If you're not already in the area, go ahead and get that red-eye flight booked. Let's make a tournament out of it. But with that said, it's cash game time.
Yes, it's hump day, right? So it's another exciting Wednesday. We've had some pretty good Wednesday streams lately, so I'm really pumped for this lineup.
Absolutely, and we're going to do a PLO flip to start off the night. I already saw Galoo there. I haven't seen him on the stream in a minute.
It's been at least 3 or 4 streams, I think.
Yeah. So welcome to him. And looks like we have a nice lineup here. We'll go over everybody in just a minute. Hayden here with the jack high straight. Looks like the nuts.
I need an 8 or a king.
Yeah, nuts is good.
8 or a king, let's go.
Oh no, queen 8. Queen 8 would be the nuts. Queen 8 would be the nuts.
Yeah,
very
technically,
close.
But for this case, we'll consider it the nuts since he scoops $300 without doing anything.
Seems good. Nice hand there for Hayden. Makes $300 on the first hand of the night, and we are underway. What's up, Derek? I almost called you Data. I know you don't like exactly being called Data all the time.
That's all right.
What's up?
You know, just chilling. Today's my day off. Kind of had an appointment this morning, and then did some errands, and just went home, watched some Modern Family, had some lunch, some Chick-fil-A.
Nice,
and then came here. Yeah, just been chilling all day.
All right. Well, let's go.
The temperature in this room really, because it's usually the past few times it's been cold, and
it
like
hot?
now it's like hot.
I got you. I can try and fix.
If you don't mind, yeah.
All right, with that, let's introduce our lineup tonight. Let's just follow the action with the introductions here. As soon as we get it there, there's Alan. We've seen him on our stream plenty of times. Great player. Welcome to have him. Galoo, obviously, one of the fan favorites. Steven here, one of the regulars in the room. I think I've seen him on the stream once.
Yeah, this might be his second or third time on the live stream. Everyone, of course, knows RV Phil. Danny, of course. Hayden, he's kind of starting to make a name for himself. And who was next to Hayden?
I think it's Bridge Mike in the 4th seat there.
Of course. Another regular on our live stream. And, of course, Kevin dealing our game tonight.
Never seen him before.
Man, so I was actually watching the stream last night, and, man, Sal was dealing out some hands.
Did you see the number of hands he got out,
at like the hour mark, it was at 45 hands, and like I texted him immediately, and I was like, man, you're really cranking out some hands. He's like, oh, how many did I get in the first time? I was like, 45, and he was like super pumped.
Yeah.
He's always been trying to hit above 40.
Well, he definitely smashed it. Definitely, I would like to say came close to setting a record, to be honest. Steven here we're in the dark on his hand. He's gonna go ahead and raise Phil's continue on the flop. Phil will make the call. We're gonna go to a turn card. Ace-9 float here for Phil. And now the diamond of the third variety comes in on the turn. Who knows how relevant that is? We need to see Steven's holding here.
And a lot of times when you see your opponent check their suits, I don't know. I mean, Steven might be balanced enough to do it while he has the flush and checking for his suits.
He's going to bet 125 here on the turn.
Could be for value. Definitely could have a straight here or some kind of flush.
Phil's just going to elect to wait for a better spot. Nothing but ace-9 black for him. Steven takes down the first hold'em hand of the night.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Just to add it. All right, fair enough.
So he is balanced enough. Okay. He does seem like a player. I mean, from the times I've played with him and dealt to him, he seems like a guy that's very balanced in all of his aspects of poker. So I played for like 30 minutes before I came here, or came to the booth, and got stuck 300 right off the bat. Like literally in the first two hands, I was like, oh wow! I literally just came here just to hang out for a little bit, and then managed to double up after that, and then now I got like 100 profit. So
nice.
It was a swingy 20 minutes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I lost to quads. Yeah, in one of the hands. In that 20-minute span.
Sure. Hand number 3 of the night. Hand number 2 of hold'em. Let's get down to business.
So how was hanging with Ben last night? I know it's been a while since
It
y'all.
was a lot of fun. We didn't have any table audio, so that stunk.
Oh man, for all the I would have liked to hear the table audio for that straight flush hand that Rom got.
I would have also liked it for table audio for that one. But alas, we still had a good time. We had a lot of viewership for that stream also, so I appreciate everyone who was there last night joining us that is here today. Ace Queen here for Danny in the lead, and he does find an ace right on the flop. Is that 3 hearts, though?
Yes.
I think it is. So Bridge Mike does have some possibilities right away. Is behind. Gonna need to catch something. Danny gonna bet $20, Bridge. Gonna actually turn his hand into a bluff here. Gonna make it 55 to go. Danny, still top pair.
Yeah, definitely can't go anywhere facing this kind of aggression. Even from a solid player like Bridge Mike, you know, he's definitely capable of turning certain hands into a bluff.
More outs here for Bridge Mike on the turn. 125 to go from him. Any single heart draws that were trying to make a move there on the flop don't get there on the turn. Other than, I guess, nope. Yeah, and that's not going to really change a whole lot.
For Danny, yeah. I mean, at this point, if Bridge Mike does bet out, he's repping sets and flop flushes, which I think Danny has very good hand to bluff catch with, especially for the price of 300.
It is 300 even to call. Danny here pillowless tonight. Oh, no, I see it in the background.
When's the last time you played poker? Focus on bridge.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely not a clear call for Danny, but I think he could eventually find the call here. I mean, hands that Bridge Mike is repping right now. He's going to rep in set of 6s, set of 5s, and flop flushes.
We're probably about the same. I do too, because I want to flip.
Can't figure it out.
Call.
Yeah, he can't figure out what's going on, so he does make the call, and it's the right one. We have right away to start the night a 1999 super chat from Miss Kimmy Stone. Well, thank you, Miss Kim. She says, "Let me and Emmy start the money train. Good luck to Hayden. Not sure how he's going to top getting paid on a royal flush, but sending him some run good anyway." Kim Stone, I believe they're married, right? Are they married?
I think
yes, they are married. Confirmed married. I always couldn't figure out their fiancés or yes,
but
they in fact get married. Fair enough. The romantic significant other of Mr. Hayden here on the table. Thank you so much, Kim. We appreciate the support.
You know, even if they weren't married, I don't think she'd mind being called his wife or.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I guess I couldn't have lost that going that route.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Kimmy. Appreciate it. Yeah. No, I've had a chance to talk to Hayden a few times, coming in to play every now and then. And I'll run. It's funny. We kind of have the same schedule. Like we'll come in at the same time, waiting waiting for a game, and I'll just like hang out and talk to him for a little bit. And yeah, he's been saying that King's been running very hot the past month or so. So let's see if she can get some of that run good for Hayden's here tonight. All right, let's go. It's nice to see Glue back. Always happy to play some hands.
And he will continue the hand playing here. Ace-10 high, still the best hand for Danny, but kind of a medium board here for him. Obviously not great for Glue.
This would be fine to just check back. A lot of time your ace high, you know, is still good here, but you can still bet for value here. Targeting some other Broadway holdings. A nice hand for him.
Yeah, kill pot for Danny. Mr. Lottie joining us in the chat this evening, one of our Austin commentators.
Good evening.
Said wanted to send some love for Mr. Hayden as well.
Well, Kimmy says we don't even know if we're married or not.
Fair.
They're married in their hearts.
My wife and I hardly act like it at all, so. I mean, I say that, people call us cute all the time.
Do we know who the empty seats are going to be filled by?
I do not at the moment. I'm sure we can get that information. Let's see if I can do that for us here. It's going to be opened up to 35 bucks from Bridge Mike with a King 7 off. Glue gonna go ahead and get spicy. Make it 160 with the 5s.
I like this play a lot from Glue. Yeah. He does play pretty loose, but he has some game here. He understands the fact that if he's opening up from the button, his range can be pretty wide. And pocket pairs do play a lot better. Heads up. And when it comes on a board texture like this, being the pre-flop 3 better, Glue can definitely wrap hands that contain an ace, putting other hands in a tough spot like pocket 9s or 8s. That Phil could definitely cold call. Or I guess he limped.
5s take it down for Mr. Glue. We're on to the next hand. Nice hand for him.
How do you say that? L-O-N?
L-A-W-N.
Oh, L-A-W.
And here's one of our open seats. Is this Rick from last night?
Yeah, it looks like he played last night, right? So.
I believe it's the same gentleman.
Yeah, I remember. It's just been a while.
It is also,
Nice to see you again.
drum roll please, William Lottie's birthday. So send some love to our Lottie man.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Lottie.
Oh, it's only 5 here now. We can't match it.
Quick love to all of our chat regs, chat pros,
They said until the first order.
chat friends that are here early. We're on minute 15 of the stream. Welcome, everybody. Got Alice Acuna, Pez is here, Ragnar Roverby, JTN, as always. Of course, Miss Kimmy Stone, Rena Hewlin, Mark Colby. Skull is here. Frank B. Good evening. There's Poker Monkey. There you go. Now I had to find him. Thought I saw him earlier. And of course, all the newcomers in the chat, welcome, welcome. Hayden here, the ace deuce of spades, going to open up the action of the +1, up to $35 to go. Galoo is not going anywhere with a 9-8.
Why do you ask?
Phil is obliged to join the party for an extra $25. We're going 3 ways to a flop. Comes to ace high, ace 9, 10. So an open ender for Phil, top pair for Hayden, and of course middle pair and a dream for Galoo.
Yeah, definitely peace for everyone here.
How long are you in town for?
Leaving tomorrow.
Hayden should definitely continue betting here. Lots of hands he can get value from on such a wet and dynamic board. Flush draws and straight draws. Weaker pairs, and right on the turn here, no sweat for
Wow.
Phil.
That's a nice feeling.
I played some 10-card PLO a couple weeks
Not the
ago.
nut straight, but
There's no betting. The strategy was in discarding 3
still a
cards
very good hand.
on the flop and 3 more in the turn, and then you go into the river with the normal PLO hand. But you always regret.
So you
what
start with 7?
You start with 10. I played it with Moneymaker and like a couple of his friends.
$80 and a call here from Hayden. Does have top pair, and now he has aces up. The board does pair. Also brings in the clubs, so talk about scare. Let's
Yeah,
check.
yeah. For both players, we're definitely just going to get the showdown with the board pairing and the flush.
Jack 8 is good for a straight to the queen, and we continue on. More action here on YouTube, TCH Live Poker.
There's no betting.
Oh,
No,
okay.
each game is worth a certain amount.
Okay, so I'm familiar with this, but careful.
So how'd the, I guess, little intro with Eugene go?
It was fun. Yeah, I mean, we got lots of information out there. Players and viewers can look forward to seeing that video later on. We're going to share that on our social media and hype up this weekend's tournament. I guess there's also a small fact that we didn't cover that I should probably cover, is that if you do win a seat to a WPT event, a whole package, it is transferable. So if you want to give it to a friend, if you can't go, sell it, whatever the case may be, you are welcome to do so. Keep that in mind if you do win one of those coveted seats.
Yeah, so I mean, you're not really losing out on any value if you can't
Right.
go. So that's great.
Fun having 10 cards and you're like, oh, which should I get rid of on the fly?
It's always disappointing when you hear of either casinos or certain rooms say like, the seat to the big event is non-transferable, and just like, what if I can't go, and then I'm just losing out on all that value. Which I think became a thing for the WSOP this past year. I heard, or not rumors, but I heard from people saying that those like tournament lammers you couldn't transfer. Like they were if you won them in a satellite, they were stuck to your
Wow.
ID or whatever. And that was like a big part of the economy there, was like people would just grind out the satellites or whatever and sell them.
That's insane.
I
Middle pair
don't
now
know if they
here.
like changed it, but I just heard someone anyone in chat that can either confirm or deny that. I just heard that from somebody.
I think I did hear something like that, so I wouldn't go too far away from the truth on that one. Hayden here, middle pair, glue, flopping 2 pair, top and bottom. He's going to go ahead and put the heat on right now. His hand is susceptible at the moment to some holdings. Of course, he's doing very well right now, for as the hands are. Hayden here did make a pair. He's going to make the call. So let's see a turn card. Queen or 9 only. That is not it. So 2 pairs going to be good. Polar bet here might be a little suspicious.
Yeah, definitely some draws that worked out by the river. It's unfortunate, though, that Hayden does have a queen in his hand. Because those can definitely be part of Galu's bluffing range, like queen jack. But he's going to see the 2 pair. Hayden knows that Galu is very capable of turning hands into bluffs on the river. And I think it's one of those instances where we talk about a lot on the stream is when if he thinks he's ahead on the turn and the river really doesn't change much, he just has to make the call so he's not exploited a lot of the time. Yeah, deuce of spades, such a break card.
You don't know when to jump in and when to just stay quiet. I gotta help this guy out.
Kipstone says it's nice that you can insta-play the WPT event at our northern neighboring property next month right away if you do win one of the seats here.
Oh, that's actually, yeah,
That's really nice that you can just parlay that thing.
Yeah.
Run the dream right away.
Most players in our room play a lot of the series up there too, so it's not even an inconvenience. It's just they're gonna be like, oh well, now I have a seat and I don't have to worry about paying the $4,000 for the event, or I don't have to play any satellites. I already played the satellite. I mean, but you get all that travel cash too. It's like, what do you what can you use that for? Just like anything?
Well, you could just get a really expensive bus package. Maybe a limousine.
Get the suite.
A really slow Hummer limousine. Yeah. 994 2 hearts.
Does it have to be spent on travel?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Okay.
3 of spades on the turn. This is looking to be like a nothing burger hand here. First one is going to be last one out. King on the river. Now top pair for Phil and lawn chair.
Definitely going to get some value here. Rivering top pair. Nice hand there for Phil. Getting some value there. Pez saying he's going to get a helicopter.
I like it. I like that. Poker Ski dropping by in the chat. This Saturday is going to be crazy. You bet. You bet it is. Everyone's going to be wanting that coveted WPT Premier Seat $6,000 package up for grabs, in addition to mystery bounties. It's all there. You can catch the intro and all the details you could possibly need right at the beginning of the stream here. We do just from about the 3-minute mark to about the 10-minute mark talk about it. So get it while it's hot. Ace King here for Danny as Glue did open. He's going to 3-bet up to 150. A clean 5x. And Glue ain't scared. Glue ain't scared.
Round 2, let's go.
And 764.
Definitely going to smash Galu's range a lot harder than Danny's range. So I'd imagine you'd see Danny could proceed with a check here a lot of the time on this board texture. That's his entire range. And he does just that. Galu going to bet out here.
175 to call, and he's going to go ahead and float with the nut nothing. Let's go ahead and see a turn card. 5 here, 4-liner now.
That's a terrible card for Danny. You know, straights now get there. And Galoo has all the sets and 2-pair combinations in this spot. So I imagine if Galoo bets out again here, Danny's just going to have to find the fold. You know, I heard some really good wisdom on the poker table the other day is, you know, if you're not folding the best hand some of the time, you're probably not folding enough. So unfortunate, but true.
450 is the bet.
Repping straights and 2 pairs here in sets.
And Danny will fold the best hand, but like you said, you just got to do it. Pez wants to know what final table is streaming on Saturday. Well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be there, guy. If I'm not mistaken. Can't remember.
Oh, I've heard the story, Poker Monkey. Yeah, I think you mentioned it another time.
I did mention it.
Or yeah, you mentioned it, and then he mentioned it, I think, when I was
It's a good story.
commentating. Yeah,
It's a good story.
Yeah, board runs out of straight. Pretty sick. Pretty sick.
It's a good bailout, for sure.
Is it?
So I tried to tell my girl.
Oh, Pez does bring up a good point. Folding is boring. But, you know, winning money isn't. Yeah, there we go, Wesley. Yeah, folding is profitable. Yeah. If folding equals dollar signs, I'm going to do the folding. Steven with ace queen. They're very clear open here. Danny with a pretty good hand here to defend the button. He definitely could go multiple ways here. Either a 3-bet or just call.
Oh, Pez. Pez, my guy. But aren't both tourneys running or just the bounty? It is. That is the tournament. This WPT Steps Mystery Bounty Tournament is all in one, and that is the only tournament we're running. 'Cause we definitely don't have the space to run multiple tournaments. Not yet. Not yet.
Go check, check, check.
Good
on
question.
the flop. And wow, what a turn card here for Bridge Mike. Turning the nut straight.
How about Jin? It's coming up Millhouse for Bridge Mike right now.
Steven with a gutter ball of his own to the nut straight, but he's going to let it go. Danny now open-ended. Can only chop.
Only $100, and he makes the fold correctly so. Nice fold from Danny there. And we continue on.
Yeah, you have to figure if Bridge Mike's leading into that many people on that kind of board, he has at least a set or 2 pair.
Everyone in? Man.
I checked.
And they were like,
Except one person who's not in.
I said I was gonna wait and see what happened.
are we waiting for someone, or is there no alternate?
What is Angie's maiden name?
Culver.
Well, that's like,
Yeah, I can see her point.
I think they're holders.
I think he said sometime.
Garbage for the other players other than the blinds. We're back to the blinds. Bridge Mike suited King 10.
So did you actually leave the booth when the straight flush hit? Oh, okay. Because I heard you scream and then just like went silent, so I didn't know if you like were walking around in the booth.
I pieced.
Oh my
I pieced
gosh.
out.
It's crazy because both of y'all were calling it too. It's like, come on, 6 of spades.
I said,
Six
but
of
wait, wouldn't the 6
spades.
of spades be sick here? And then Spencer's like, oh man, give me 6 of spades. Boom, there it is. No sweat on the turn.
Just 2 flushes, or a flush, a straight flush, and a set.
If you don't know what hand we're talking about, you're going to want to see it. You're going to see it in the highlight videos.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was unreal.
Salvador dealing
Mr.
hot
Salvador.
fire last night.
8-7 tray, all spades. Another meh hand here.
Top pair for lawn chair.
Turns out he has most of this board just locked up.
Bet from launcher is going to take it down with his top pair.
A lot of love for the 6 of spades in the chat right now.
6 of spades, bro?
6 of spades, bro?
Yeah, Ben
Oh,
Kirby.
brother. if I may. Hey, commentators, any word on period kegs allowable? I'm going to go with no ski on that one.
I would imagine no. I mean,
We have
I mean, I'm sure it, like those like tiny ones that you can get from the grocery store would probably be fine. Like the ones, you know, like the Dos Equis ones. That
oh, yeah.
you know, like they're literally like the size of like a Bubba keg.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably fine.
Those are probably fine.
But if you're talking about running a kegger in this joint, bro,
No.
probably not.
No, I mean, it's just because they have to stay in the bar area, and if it takes up too much space,
We all must also maintain a decent amount of decorum in the courtroom here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like one of the city council people finally come by and is like, you know, I'm gonna come check it out, and they just see like kegs just lined up on the bar. It's like, huh. Well, maybe you made a mistake, and yeah, we definitely don't want to do that. Top pair for 2 players, and now top 2 pair for Alan.
Gonna bet at those $65. I believe this is his first hand he's playing here.
Glue with bottom pair. Really pondering a call here. Can only hit an ace. I guess he hit a 3-2. My mistake. Oh, I didn't even know Steven had top pair as well.
Yeah, players definitely getting a piece of it on this turn card and on the flop. So we're gonna be seeing some chips get into the middle. Rich Mike just gonna piece on out of here, and we're gonna go 3 ways to a river card. Show me something cool. How about an ace?
Oh, and Galoo gets there with a better 2 pair.
It's kind of sick. It's kind of sick.
Kind of a bad river card for Alan as he loses to a lot of other hands that could have called him here now. Ace 10, ace 9, ace 3. But, you know, with 2 pairs, still a lot of hands he get value from, such as a king or ace with the ace high flush draw. Blue's going to go for some value here, raising to $600.
Steven's second pair, no kicker, gets out of the way, and now it's back to Allen with 2 pair. I wonder if we're going to see anything crazy. Is he just going to smooth?
Yeah, I think he can only just call.
Nice
He should
call.
He should never fold this hand.
Yeah, definitely.
Against Glue.
Right. I say nice call as he's got the worst hand, but like nice just call, I think is what I mean to say here.
A raise, I mean, we could go and talk about. I mean, like a raise, you're not really accomplishing too much because you're only just getting better to call at that point. Like ace, 2 pairs that contain an ace and straights, so or even sets at that point. Because Galoo could very well had a set of 3s in that spot, just slow playing all the way down. Yeah, I see someone. Yeah, there's a Heineken mini keg. Yeah, there's some mini kegs you can.
Pez made a comment about putting a keg on ice in the back of the truck, right? And there's just nothing more Wisconsin about that comment.
Was that pretty common at the
it's
Packers games?
For anything.
Yeah.
Brewers games, Bucks games, Beloit Snappers games, which is a minor league baseball team.
Hey, minor league baseball games are fun.
Yeah, dude. Like, there's such much sports in Wisconsin, and they all require kegs. So.
Oh, speaking of Wisconsin, I finally tried the cheese curds from Culver's.
Yeah?
Yeah, like Lauren and her sister were out think running errands or something. But yeah, they were like, "Oh, we're stopped by Culver's." And I was like, "Finally, this is the chance I can get the cheese curds with barbecue sauce, as you say."
Marinara sauce.
Oh, marinara. Well, I got it with barbecue sauce.
Oh no.
It was good. I liked the barbecue
fair
sauce.
enough. The answer is marinara sauce.
well,
That's
I
the cheat
screwed up.
code. That's the cheat code for sure.
I could have sworn you said barbecue sauce, but I still liked it.
Okay.
So
Cool. That's great. That's great news.
Oh well, I
Couple
misheard.
of jack highs going for here. What?
Chop. I think. Yeah, the check stir.
Weird. Ragnar Overby is a fan of the Culver's double butter burger with curds. Their burgers are so greasy, but they're so good.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I think I only got the I just
the
wanted
curds?
like a snack, so yeah, I got the cheese curds, and I guess I thought I heard you say barbecue sauce, so I got barbecue sauce. But and actually Lauren liked it with barbecue sauce too, so I guess I'll need to try out the marinara this time.
It's cash money. Wisconsin, you don't have to put it on ice in the back of the truck. You just put it in the back of the truck. It gets hot in Wisconsin too, everybody. It's one of the most beautifully temperate states in the United States.
Except for the winter time, probably.
Yeah, except for the wintertime. There's like,
It's like saying that about Texas, but it's like, oh, except for summer. But the summer is from
no,
like April to
the spring is beautiful.
September.
The fall is just the perfect temperature, and then the summer is like hot. You know, it's just, it's like the nice balance. You know, whereas like Las Vegas is hot all the time. You know, Florida's hot all the time.
Yeah, but Vegas is like a dry heat, and I don't know, it doesn't really
Exactly.
feel as
That
bad.
just asks my point. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Humid heat's so much worse.
yeah.
Because I just remember going to visit Lauren's grandparents in Arizona. They used to reside there, and yeah, it was like 114 degrees outside, and I was just like, oh, this is fine. And then you know, we come back to Texas, it's like 98 with humidity of 80%, and it's miserable. Oh, there's your friend Tannen.
Oh, hey. Tannen likes my reaction to that straight flush hand. That was an insane hand. Thank you, Tannen. Welcome to the stream this evening.
Ragnar Orby saying in Minnesota we used to let the keg float in the lake next to the pontoon boat. Wow, God, that's
It's amazing.
yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty cool.
Steven takes it down with a jack 10 high. Nice hand. Gets Kaloof to fold the gutter. Good evening, everybody. There's about 330 of you joining us for 5-5-10 No Limit Hold'em here from Texas Card House, Dallas this evening. And I couldn't have it any other way with one of my favorite commentators, Mr. Derek Ing.
Right back at you, Ben.
Let's get her going. Show some love to your favorite stream by hitting that like button right now if you haven't already. It goes a long way to support the stream with a low price of $0. I avoided the free 99 joke there this time. And I will also let you all know that we are 47 subs away from 45K right now. So let's smash that tonight, my friends. Let's get her done, and we might just have a little something for you.
Wow, and it just feels like, what, not that long ago since we hit 40K. So
Yeah, I know, we're just
growing quite a
getting there.
bit. That's awesome.
Bridge Mike with the first bird sighting of the evening is going to make it 75 to go. Let's see if he gets any action. Hayden here, King Jack, does have a defendable straddle, but it could lead to maybe a little bit of pain.
Yeah, no reason to 3-bet here versus an pretty much versus an under the gun open. Wow, no sweat here for Bridge Mike.
Flopping top set, especially when it's with the birds, hard to feel like you could ever lose.
Backdoor diamonds are hidden though, but not much of anything else, as you don't imagine your king or jack would be good if you hit it. Nice hand there for Bridge Mike. I actually did see a group of people playing bridge yesterday.
Really?
On table 15.
Oh.
It was Jimmy, Ted, and two others that I can't remember. Their
Nice.
names, but I'm surprised I didn't see Bridge Mike there.
I didn't tell you. You might have heard. Did you watch last night's stream at all?
A little bit.
A little bit. I told Ben Kirby that when I went to the Magic tournament with Danny on Saturday, that there was a table of like Magic players playing triple draw deuce.
Oh, what?
Like just at the they just busted out a playing card deck and we're just playing triple draw deuce and whoever won without betting won a buck from each other person and they're just running tallies. I was just watching it happen.
Wow.
I was like, I've never seen any of these players anywhere.
Wait, Danny, as in the Danny on the...
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He plays Magic?
He does.
Oh.
We went to the Modern Tournament.
Dang. Well, we need to play some Magic with him.
He loves to draft too, so
We'll have to set that up at your place again.
easy
sometime.
peasy. Can do. 3-bet here from Steven with the 8s.
I think he lives pretty close, too, actually.
Yeah, he's not far. Gonna get a call from 10-9 here. Oh my god, can we get an action flop one time? That's so much to ask for, Kevin. Alexander Choi with the sub. Let's get him started. Thank you so much, Alexander, for the sub. Let's get a sub train rolling. Sturdy, $4.99 super chats. It's open seat, question mark. I don't think so. I think we just filled that up. Thanks for the $4.99 super chat, my friend.
Appreciate his support, Sturdy. Huge support of the stream and of our card room, of course. Come here any day of the week between the hours of 10 a.m. And 7 p.m. You will most likely see him playing at one of the 2-5 tables here at TCH Dallas. Local regular.
Tan says he really needs to come visit. You do, and so do you, other viewer. I'm talking to you. That's right, you. You need to make a trip out here to Texas Card House Dallas. We have some of the best action in the country. And honestly, it's some of the most affordable poker you're going to find in the country right now. Hourly poker is booming because rake is going up with, you know, inflation, whatever else whatever reason they're trying to use. But our rates are not changing, so we're not going up at all. 13 bucks an hour here at TCH Dallas. So if you think you can win 2 hands in an hour, you're going to be doing just fine.
Danny with 3-bet here is going to take it down from the small blind. Nice hand for him. Oh, that was a missed opportunity. Nice shot of our room.
There's hate in there. It is a packed night here on a Wednesday.
I see an Aho sighting and a few other people out there. Oh, did you see Ragnar Riverby's comment there? I think we might have tilted some people.
Did you know that Ryan Crow owned a magic shop before he owned...
Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh
Did you
my
know that?
gosh. No, I didn't.
He told us that in the chat last night.
Oh my gosh.
And he has like a garage full of like a full set of
Man,
Arabian
dude.
Nights, a play set of every duel. Like,
Jeez.
are you kidding me?
We need
Sorry,
to-
we gotta stop talking about magic. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh, yeah.
Alan here, couple
Well-
of kings in the hole.
We'll have to do a separate live stream. We'll bring Danny in here too.
Ace Queen for Bridge Mike gonna make the call from the open, as did Danny trying to set mine with the 6s, and it's gonna price in everybody else. Jeff here in the 5 seat. Welcome to the table, Mr. Jeff. Glad to see.
Oh, wow. Middle
my
sets.
God, this is carnage.
For Danny.
Let's go.
With only 2.2K back for Alan. Oh wow, and he checks it. Wow, smartly checking it here on this board texture, as a lot of hands mix sets and straights on this board.
150 is the price. Gonna get folds back to Allen. Hard to fold the kings for the king of diamonds here. See what he decides to do. He's gonna make the
Makes
call. Yep. All right. Let's see a turn card. It's gonna be a 10 of clubs. So the backdoor diamond's not gonna come to fruition in this hand. Looking for the case king, as one is dead already.
On this kind of board texture, it's going to be very tough for Danny to get all the money in against Alan. Alan, a very solid player. Could definitely get the fold on the river, but I mean, on this turn, he's going to have to make the call. Unfortunately, though, it's hard to think of many hands that he's beating right now. Pocket 9s, pocket 8s, and you don't put jacks, queens, jacks plus in Danny's range. You imagine he would have 3-bet those hands on the button. So realistically, he's really only beating flush draws in pocket 8s, pocket 9s.
450 to go. Makes the fold. Are you kidding me? Nice
Wow, yeah.
fold.
I was about to say, like, it wouldn't be insane to see Allen make the fold on the turn here.
Nice fold from Allen.
Yeah,
Folds
really good fold.
kings. That is awesome. Great play here already on the Wednesday night stream.
You know, a lot of people advocate you don't really want to you don't want to go broke with one pair on a board that doesn't favor your range. And you know, Allen putting on a clinic right there, saying, you know, I'm not really comfortable in the spot. I think, regardless of what the river brings, Danny's gonna put out a big bet. You know, Danny's a very solid player. Yeah, with that sizing, it did seem like Danny was sizing up for a river shove.
He makes good money.
So, like 20 million views makes a lot of money for these YouTubers?
Yeah. I bet 20, 30 million views is probably equivalent of like 250, 300 grand a video.
And he's appeared on a lot of videos too. So I'm sure.
Yeah. I know. Buddies with their.
Yeah, very good fold there by Allen. Wow.
A lot of love for that fold.
I think it depends. It, like,
Tens for Danny now. Back-to-back pocket pairs. See if we can find a set again. 60 bucks. An ace-queen, another ace-queen sighting here. Hayden gonna go ahead and 3-bet right away in position. Gonna make it a clean 200 bucks to go. It's the blinds to fold, and we're back already to Danny.
One of his videos he puts out, he makes about $500,000 per video. And his videos definitely get more than that.
Dusty Curley in the chat. What's up, buddy?
He on average makes about.
Did he deal you that hand?
Yeah.
Nice.
runner boat against a flop straight.
Wow.
Allegedly. I don't know. He never showed his hand.
Like a lot of money to get from sponsors. And
Tens looking great
he basically
here.
makes the money that's made
Danny finding another
money from sponsors.
winning scenario. He is going to check it over to Hayden, though. He is the 3-better.
Good board for him to continue on. 2 overs and a gutter ball. Doesn't he continue for that large and goes for 150. Down bet from the 3-bet. Danny could definitely go 2 ways here. He could just call if he feels like Hayden could barrel out a lot of turn cards if he feels like he's still ahead, or raise to deny equity to those overcards.
6 comes in on the turn. Ace 3 or queen to win it. Oh my god, but it's a chop pot.
Yeah.
I guess 3 would be a chop pot, excuse me.
Yeah.
So ace or queen to
Chop
win,
for the
3 to
both
chop.
players. But Danny is more likely to have a pan like, you know, 7-5 suited, 7-8 suited, pocket 7s. So let's see if Danny decides to go for the bluff here. He's gonna have to make it pretty big, maybe the pot size bet of 800, and he agrees with me. And now Hayden in the spot here, calling just the chop. And we've seen Danny make a play like this before last week, I believe, where he bet his range to get someone off the chop. As Danny has all the pocket 7s, all the 7-5s, all the 7-6s, all the 7-8s, 9-7. Infinite combination of hands that contain 7.
It's in the tank, hasn't folded yet.
So hands that he's still beating, you know, pocket 8s, pocket 9s, pocket 10s, and all the sets. And Hayden has, you know, played with Danny quite a bit, so he knows Danny could be capable of pulling a big one here. It just sucks to just, you know, risk $800 just to get back half the pot. I think Hayden looks like a folding posture. Oh, No, he faked this out. Oh, okay.
Does he
Wow,
want to
the pump fake.
Yeah, does he want to potentially throw away $100 into Danny's range here? Or does he want to get some of his money back? Kim Stone calling the clock on her husband.
Excuse me.
Makes the call, and it's a chop pot.
Oh. Oh, my throat's gonna dry. Oh.
Type log in here with a $2 super chat. It asks a question. Magic the Gathering live stream when? It's not possible. It's not impossible. We have technology.
I think we would get in trouble.
All right, fine. You're right.
Gotta keep the. Well, maybe we could start our own YouTube channel, Ben.
Lots of clocks.
Oh man. Everyone calling clock and Hayden right now. Man, and Kimmy instigated that too. Does make the call though. Everyone loves a chop pot.
430 viewers tonight so far, just on the first hour alone. Thank you all for joining us on your Wednesday evening. You can be anywhere on the YouTube, Google streams, Netflix. Name your service. You could be anywhere and you're here with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Just good old-fashioned cable.
Yeah, well, it just doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
Why pay 5 times the cost to have a program or to have a service with commercials?
Yeah, when all you need is the internet.
When you could just pay for a service that without commercials, right?
Well, I mean, nowadays the YouTube does have a lot of commercials. You got to get that YouTube Premium.
You could pay $16.
Yeah, it's not that much either, right? Yeah.
To get all that content without ads, but you still have to pay $65, $200 a month for cable with ads. You know, it just doesn't make sense anymore. It's just archaic. And now we're gonna see a Jack 7 flop, Ace King high in the lead.
Bridge Mike just electing to just call with Ace King on the button. Definitely fine to just mix this in your cold calling range. As you could have your opponent dominate a lot of the time. Wow, and Phil coming along as well with his queen high. 6 of hearts on the turn doesn't improve anyone's hands.
$475 is the bet from Phil. Might just take this one down with some raw aggression.
Repping the jack with this bet, and it's going to definitely work out here as both players have ace high.
Phil going to get some respect here.
Sean White with the question here: how can the clock be called if it's not a tournament? Is this because everyone's paying for time as they play?
It's part of it.
Yeah, I guess it's part of it, but I mean, in even in cash games, in like rake style casinos, players are allowed to call the clock on their table mates whenever they like. If there's not whenever they like, but a lot of times the floor will ask the dealer if a reasonable amount of time has passed, and if that is the case, they'll start a countdown usually from a minute until their hand is dead. You know, it's just to make sure the game keeps moving. I don't remember the last time I called a clock on someone. Well, I do. It was a tournament, but I can't remember the last time I did it in a cash game. Rich Mike mixing it up here, raising the $60 with the 7-4 clubs.
$60. Getting 3-bet from Alan with a king, queen, offsuit. Galoo here, 7-8 of hearts. It doesn't look like he wants to fold yet, but he might just be doing that in a moment here. Or maybe does he get swifty? He does not get swifty. Now it's back to Mr. Bridge Mike. Oh, Phil, excuse me. It said Phil folded for a second there. Phil's going to make the call. And they're going to go heads up. Ace high, actually in the lead right now. And it's going to come queen high. So king queen flopping the best of it right now. Did I say queen high? I meant pair of queens. I really didn't actually.
Top pair, top pair.
I think I actually did say queen high. That's silly.
Nice in there for Alan, picking up a nice little pot for himself.
I could have done nothing on the turn.
Most people,
We know you're an angling scumbag already.
most people trying to pull the angle there wouldn't announce it.
yeah. Hey, nice to know 1600 more.
Right. Usually a little more subtle.
Going north.
Aces and
Going
outs.
north through the hand.
Yeah. I would know.
Looks like they've consistently had a $20 straddle on this game, so it's been 5, 5, 10, 20. 4 blind game, basically. 10, 20 plus. Back to Allen here with a king of 10 of clubs.
Alan's got some game here.
He's gonna make it 2:35 to go.
Oh,
yeah.
poor timing for Phil, or for Alan, excuse me. As Phil looks up the aces here. Second bird sighting tonight.
That's the one that destroyed Culver. That was where
Nice hand for Phil. 22 subs away, everybody, until 45,000. And I can tell you, we got free stuff coming if we can hit that. So let's get that done right now. 23 subs if you aren't already subbed to Texas Card House Live. Why the heck not? We've got so much amazing content on our channel here all the time. 5 out of 7 days of the week at least, sometimes
Amazing
6.
free content as
Free.
well. Free entertainment. Can't get better than that. And you get to hear me and Ben talk, and the other and Ben as well.
We're your one-stop shop of high stakes, mid stakes, and low stakes poker. And tournament poker. We've got it all here at TCH. So make sure you are subscribed with that bell notification to be updated when we do go live. And we're down to the next hand. Alan, your king, jack of diamonds. Gonna make it $60 to go. And he gets it done. Bo, I'm not sure where to direct, or like which exactly time to direct you when we did pan the room, but we have panned the room already. So definitely like scroll through.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be.
We played a big one yet?
It is pretty busy here tonight, Bo. I mean, so if you are thinking of coming, I'm sure. I mean, you could always check Poker as well, Poker Atlas as well to see how many tables are running. Lucas Vance, what's up? How's it going? Nice to see you in the chat. Oh man, all this food talk, guys, is making me hungry. Stop
I have
it.
a completely untouched Chipotle in that bag right there that I haven't had time to eat.
Well, don't tell me that. Man, Chipotle sounds great.
Hoping that we did watch these.
I really want to eat it, but I can't.
You don't want to hear the. You don't want
I don't want
the
the-
audience to hear that.
Well, I've got
Just
the
the
chips.
nom-noms.
It's a bowl with chips.
Oh.
So that's about as loud as it can possibly get from
Crunch,
Chipotle.
crunch, 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 crunch.
3-bet here from Phil with the ace jack. He's on a little bit of a heater, and he takes down a little bit more of Ellen's money. We're on to the next hand. Got a question about how many players are left in our Survivor tournament this evening. It's going to be 24 out of 27 total entries so far. Just did start a little while ago.
Still an hour and a half or so left in the registration period, so you could hop in. I mean, if there's any tournament to late reg, that might be the one.
Pretty much.
Normally, I don't
It's
get
funny
the
because I lost respect for Danny once I saw him play.
Lost respect for Danny when I saw him play on the stream. Dang. Got him.
You know, Allen's been raising with some stronger holdings. It's good to mix in some of your raises with these two connected hands.
We're all terrible.
He's taking care of it.
I've been trying to tell everyone. Yeah, exactly. That's
Aiden gonna go ahead and make the call with the 4-3 of clubs. He's looking to hit flop, we'll say. And he kind of does. Makes a gutter with backdoor clubs. And that's honestly the best looking hand. Otherwise 10 high with a gutter.
Allen is a top pair.
Ah, I knew it. Knew it.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at it top bottom too. It's like, oh, the 10 high
wait a
is bleeding right now. But Allen gonna make a raise here.
I knew that the whole time, Derek. I knew he had top pair the whole time.
And Allen doing
true.
a play I do a lot of the time when you get donked into. It's so often that players aren't balanced enough with their donk ranges that it's so weighted towards very weak holdings like gutter balls, flush draws, and maybe even like second pair. When as the pre-flop aggressor, you should have a lot more stronger holdings. Nice play by Allen there.
Yeah, it'd be hard to play so small after last night, right?
That was 4 times bigger than I thought.
How much little is that? 20K? You ended up or down?
After the stream,
After the stream?
I won. I broke even on it.
But then you
Real G's moving inside. I beat someone in a 20K pot. Hasn't set in his spade.
was that chip?
Ace King for Phil.
He had ace for that.
Raising it up to $60 to go. Next door, a suited King 9 for Danny. Gonna make a move here. They get 300 to go. He's gonna be finding out that he's running into it here with the Ace King for Phil as the other players do fold. Now it's back to Phil.
Definitely a good hand for Danny to mix in his 3-bet range, especially from against a button open. Good card removal against hands like kings and ace king. Fortunately, like you said, he is running into it here.
And no improvement for Danny. Phil's still the best of it with a nut nothing 7-5-4.
Danny gonna check here. Phil might be sensing some weakness and put up a little bet here.
It's high? It's high here?
Yeah, I had an ace. He had king high.
Gonna give up here. Thought about maybe making a move, but he thought better of it. Nice hand for Phil. He continues to take these players' money.
A lot of chasing, a lot of dusting.
Ace Jack for Galoo. Gonna make it 75 to go, facing a straddle. Gonna get called from both Danny and Phil. Danny running into it again. From Phil is dominated by him. 2 left cards against Galoo though.
3 ways here.
It's gonna come king high, so that's gonna be yikes for Phil and Danny.
Such a dry board too. Danny's definitely gonna lose at least 2 streets of value here. And once checked too, Danny might feel like putting out a bet here for value. Once called though, I imagine he's gonna some alarm bells might be going off in his head. as you know, he does have some kicker problems here. Really only beats hands like King 9 suited. Glue raising here, very interesting line. And once Danny sees Phil call this raise, Danny can't be feeling that great about his hand, as there's not too many draws out there on this board. Could be up against a hand like 2 pair or a set.
Oh, with 100 in chat.
Top pair, hard to let go though against 2 aggressive opponents, and I think Danny will just call here, try to play some turn and river cards. Deuce. That's an unfortunate turn card for Danny, as now there are a lot fewer combinations of sets that he's losing to. Only losing to 1 combo of quads and 3 combos of sets, or 6s. And no one should have kings in this spot.
Blue taking his time here. Maybe trying to look like he has a really premium holding here by taking all this time. Gonna make it 600 to go. Phil here in the middle does have King Jack. Looks like he's already cutting out the call chips and didn't even come close to hesitating, really. Just took some time, cut him out, threw him in there past the line. Now it's up to Danny here. How in the world are you good? And I'm sure he's going to come to that conclusion as well. Oh, goodness. He's not afraid to make a move. Maybe he senses some weakness, and I kind of like it. He's going to make it 2,100 to go with the, wow. He gets Galutifull, but now Phil, he raises all in.
Wow, what a play
Oh,
here
and
from
Danny
Phil.
smacks those cards into the muck. Pink chips down for Danny. And they're heading Phil's way. Nice hand, Phil. He cannot be beat. Phil was not shook at all.
Wow, I'm really surprised Phil made that jam there, as, you know, Danny's repping like ace deuce and boats in that spot. Like a set of 6, like 6 is full. And, you know, at that point, Phil's king didn't really have that great of kicker, as he's losing to ace king and king queen, so.
Unreal. What a
Soul
crazy
read, I guess.
series of events there.
Yeah, nice hand there for Phil.
Nice hand. Well played.
Had the soul read on Danny, I guess.
Mr. Jim Colberg in the chat saying, hey, Ben Miney from the family in Wisconsin. What's up, father, papa-in-law? What's going on? My father-in-law loves our stream.
Oh, really?
He's a huge fan.
Okay, I never,
He's a
actually, I
big
think
poker fan.
I've recognized that name before. I never realized, see, I never knew her
Yeah.
maiden name, so.
Yes.
Cool.
He's a huge fan.
Well, hello, Angie's dad. Welcome to the stream.
It's going to be a call as Danny did open with the ace-jack. Let's see a 3-way flop, and it's going to come 8 high. Danny does not connect. Gutter here for Allen is fine. Otherwise, the ace-jack in the lead. 2 overs for Lawn Chair. They are both live. 6 does pair the board on the turn. No improvement for any holding. Ace-jack still the best hand. Danny folds from some aggression from Lawn Chair.
Like in my mind, it was after the hand.
Like talking myself up in my head. Like,
Did you see that comment? Oh man.
I had
And then 2 seconds later, I regret everything. I regret.
And then when Betty's got cold, I'm like, oh god, you're so smart.
What's so funny, guys? I want to know.
What, on the table?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're talking about how Danny was like so happy to see Glue fold when he was just like, oh, I fold, and then like the moment, the moment it got to Phil's turn, he was just like all in.
Get out of my pot, Danny.
And just expletives going on off in Danny's head, I imagine, just like, ah, come on.
And here he goes again. Danny's gonna try one more time to take some chips his way. He's gonna make it 100 to go.
Jeff here with a hand definitely plays better as a 3-bet because it has good card removal for hands against like ace queen, ace king, aces. Danny though with a very good hand as well, suited king queen, and I don't see Phil going anywhere with his queen 8 of clubs.
Jeff put on the 3-bet up to 425 with the ace 10.
It wouldn't be insane for
Phil is
Danny to
in.
go all in here, but no, he's just gonna play some post flop.
Can the king queen connect? He finds 2 diamonds.
Not too bad, not too shabby. I imagine if he goes, if Jeff does like to bet this flop, Danny is gonna go all in.
Jeff, you're gonna go ahead and bet.
Yeah, with only 2K behind, still has some fold equity here, so I imagine he will go all in.
He does rip it and gets it through. Danny gets back some chips, much needed. 1.4 thousand in profit on a 4K pot.
Just happened to be in this hand instead of the other hand. Both hands would do 6.
Pretty consistent 440 of you guys watching tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Ben and Derek doing what we do in the booth, time and time again. As we're on to hand number 30 of the evening. Looks like it's going to be maybe an uneventful one. Yep.
All right, I need to rebuild my loyalty point bankroll after I gambled 700 of them and lost it so miserably. Come on.
I'm in there with you.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
'Cause
I
you need
can't
at
do
least 10, right?
Yeah.
Oh my, I need to wait now. Another 3 points and an hour.
I think you just comment 3 times. Blurman85, thank you for the sub. Jack 10-4 here. So we're going to see actually maybe a little something to something.
Those are my 3 comments.
I love it. King here on the turn. Might pump the brakes a little bit.
A lot of chop outs now.
Okay, we'll go check on the 7 river. They will be chopping the spot should they get the showdown. Does TCH serve food? We do have snacks available as they chop this pot. We have lots of snacks. But nothing like, no hot food at the moment. We just don't have that kind of permit with the city. We're not zoned for that. But we're allowed to sell packaged snacks and for $1. Drinks are free, of course.
You're always welcome to
outside of
bring
our
your own
bills.
food, as we do have microwaves available.
Any of
The
our
waitresses
servers
would
will-
happily
Yeah,
help
absolutely.
you warm up your food. Sean, why the question here? Is there any casinos, card house that plays 7-card stud? Well, glad you bring that up, because we're kind of doing a bi-monthly horse game here at TCH. Started by one of our dealers here, Julian. I don't know if he's in the chat right now. But yeah, we obviously play some horse. Our stud is one of the games in horse, and we played it last Wednesday. It was a lot of fun. Skip this Wednesday, but next Wednesday we should start back up.
Jeff, your pocket 5 is going to raise it up to $60 to go. Getting a call from Longier, has one of his 5s. Phil just going to come along for the ride in the straddle with a Jack 3, so okay. Ace King 4 with Raz, yes. Horse does include the Razzmatazz. Pocket 5's the best hand here at the moment, and he gets the folds. Nice hand from Jeff. Otherwise, I think there are rooms somewhere out there in the regions, mostly on the western side of the United States, that do have some stud games. Otherwise, it's almost impossible to find.
Yeah. First off, you need to have a dealer that knows how to deal it and can
Multiple
keep,
dealers.
Yeah, multiple dealers. Yeah, I guess where we're fortunate is we're allowed to just kind of just run a game and have one dealer locked into our game. Yeah, last time Kevin actually was very kind enough to deal to us for about 2.5 hours, and then Cooper. Oh no, Cooper started us off, and then Kevin did the second half, and then Cooper hopped in to play.
Nice. Something I would do.
It was like rake back.
Bridge Mike here, Pocket Kings facing it open from Galoo's. Just gonna slow play it. Let's go to a flop. Yeah. Ace, Ace, 5.
Check on the flop. Check over to Bridge Mike, and I imagine he's very comfortably going to bet his kings.
Very sincere way. That's what he was doing.
Like just like Sean was
Nice
taking
hand for
it,
him.
wave the white flag. He's like, all right, fine.
'Bridge Mike with another pocket pair here. Pocket 5s this time. Jeff with the ace jack and the +2. Gonna raise to 110 bucks. Three bet from Steven in the small blind, 550 bucks, and looks like it's gonna get it done here unless Lou wants to get a little squirrel here with the 7-4 spades, which we've seen him do before. And it's going to fold around. Nice hand there for Steven, picking up a lot of dead money. About an hour into our stream now. 419 of y'all in the live stream chat. Thank you all very much for joining us this Wednesday evening for some 5-5-10 with a $20 straddle action, mid-stakes poker. We call it mid-stakes, but we've seen some pretty massive pots before. I mean, I think the biggest Wednesday night pot we've seen is about $30,000. So it kind of morphs into high stakes later in the night when people start putting on the straddle or double straddle. People start matching the bigger stacks. Phil with close to 10K to stack. Ace King 9 on the flop. Top pair for both these players. Phil with kicker problems.
Yeah, well, your back is fine now?
No, it's definitely not.
And now Phil's kicker will not even play.
I got this stuff, which was a gift to
Aces and Kings with a 9 kicker for Phil. Jeff with the 10 kicker. And 3 of diamonds. Jeff going to maintain his lead here.
So I brought my lumbar.
And very clear call here for Jeff. And Jeff is going to have the best hand. Nice hand for him. Holding around here. Galoo with the queen deuce of diamonds. We've seen him play and just raise with these hands as well, but he is going to limp in. Try to get to the flop cheaply.
Back to Hayden here, pocket eights in the big line. Gonna make the call here, just limp it on in. Straddle checks. We're going 3 ways. And it's gonna come king, jack, 5. So I think pair of jacks. The best hand? It is the best hand.
Looking a bit out with queen high.
With that one.
But Jeff's just going to fold here. Some aggression on the flop.
No, sorry, just a better
Jeff gonna look for a better spot.
Trying to be politically correct. I love it. It's like, just tell us you want to pick the game up. It's okay.
But yeah, 25. I want to do
$25 straddle on this hand.
But you can blind raise.
It's unlimited stuff.
I think the air might be coming through my mic a little bit. Thanks.
You bet.
I was hearing the reverb in my ears.
They won't allow me to
I'm gonna raise it $60. Using only red chips.
on the screen. They won't allow me to do 5.
Jeff gonna call. Lawn chair gonna make the call. Let's go 3 ways to a flop. King high, the best hand at the moment. A couple 10-8s. And it's gonna come a gutter for both the 10-8s. But top pair, no spade for Phil. 1 spade for lawn chair. $60 is the C bet. It's gonna get Jeff out of there. Lawn chair just gonna fold the 10 high flush draw. Phil with top pair takes it down.
Okay, so the first straddle is 5x, and then everyone after that is double.
But again, I want to be clear. You can blind raise for your stack.
No limit. No limit.
The way God intended.
You guys know, are we allowed to blind raise for a whole stack?
Are you allowed to check an hand with
I've never seen that. So could you show me that? How it's done? How it's done? I don't know how it's done. Like, I don't even know the words to use.
You've never been all in.
It's hard to be all in down here in Texas, man.
Fill the ace-9 off. Gonna raise here. 8 gonna defend the bottom of the 7-6 off. Queen 3-7. Hating gonna flop the best of it with middle pair. Taking a bet 125 on the turn. It's gonna get it done.
There was going to be more, but people were trying to look at my stats.
Hope everyone's having a great week so far. Let's see any of y'all in the chat that are going to come here for the TCH Dallas Mystery Bounty Tournament this Saturday. Should be a lot of fun. For those of you that don't know, we are having a special Saturday 50K guaranteed tournament. Once the registration period does end, any player you knock out awards yourself a mystery bounty. And that bounty could range from $200 all the way up to a WPT tournament package, which includes the buy-in for any kind of main event and some money for travel expenses. So pretty cool deal. Chance to win some money without even having to make the money per se. Let's see those people in the chat. They're going to be here on Saturday for the Mystery Bounty Tournament. Brought to you by the WPT Steps. Appreciate it, Wes. Thanks for smashing that like button. Kimmy Stone says she's going to be in. Might be the only Easter egg I get.
Danny, who in the room just like has it over you? Like just always says you fit the turn?
Everyone. No, I don't know. I try not
Jeff
to
with the best hand here
I am
with
very
pocket
lucky.
jacks.
I'm grateful. Every day.
9 does give him a gutter ball to a straight.
I'm the one running around.
Galoo with a gutter ball of his own. Jeff gonna bid out here.
I'm the same way. I'll be in, we're playing like a 5K tournament. So people will, sit down and be like, how's everyone doing? I'm like, well, I can afford to burn 5 days. Can't be that bad.
King does pair the board now. A pretty good card for Jeff now, actually, as he can probably bet for Valley, trying to target a hand like a 10 or 9. Well within Galoo's range. And Jeff will do just that, betting about 375 bucks, it looks like. And Galoo will let it go. Nice hand for Jeff. Gary Ellerman asking, what's the buy-in for the bounty tournament this Saturday? So it's a $600 buy-in. $100 more than our usual 50K guaranteed, but yeah, just to reiterate, it is a 50K guaranteed, so there is still a prize pool associated with the tournament. But $200 of every buy-in will go towards the total bounty prize. And when you do eliminate a player after registration period ends, you do get a mystery bounty, and that prize can be worth anywhere between $200 and a tournament, WPT main event tournament buy-in with travel expenses. Trips now for Allen on the turn.
Looking good here, Jeff. Nothing really to play along with. He might float one, and he is going to float one. Drawing down. Oh,
no.
God, that's dangerous. Oh, boy.
Does bring in the flush draw, though, so Allen might check call this river. Just looking to bet out for some value. Trying to target an ace.
Yeah, it was just an excuse to come back.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I guess I need to book down.
And if you're going to float with ace high on the turn, it's hard to fold the river when you make your top pair. So the diamonds might have him somewhat concerned. Jeff looks like he's going to make the good fold. Very good fold there by Jeff.
Very good fold.
I imagine if he hit his top pair, he was just going to get checked to a lot of the time there. If Allen was in fact bluffing. So very good play there by Jeff. Losing the minimum. Family Avengers asking, is this delayed? Yes, sir. Or see multiple people in that picture, so whoever that is, yes.
Yes,
our
them.
stream is delayed. Start about 20-30 minutes. Keep the integrity of the game intact.
In Molly's game, all those places where she has the hand, you know where they're at?
That was probably a while ago. Said he's not that old.
415 individuals hanging out with us this evening. Good evening if you're just joining us. Hayden here going to raise up the pocket threes to 75 to go. Getting back to Steven here. Holds the king jack. Oh, wow. That's because right next door he knew Phil was going to have king queen. And Phil will make the call. So looks like he and Hayden will go heads up here to a queen deuce deuce flop. That's going to be bingo bango for Phil.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
That's correct.
Like all the usual suspects that know play poker at the
Phil running hot tonight. Just not missing the flop.
7 on the turn, no improvement for Hayden. Still, queens and deuces the best hand.
I don't remember. I was very young when I played with him.
Gonna be a bet, 150 to go from Hayden. That's
I've heard all this.
might be time for some sort of significant action for Phil. Do you like a raise here, or do you just like letting him fire? Like call and let him fire.
I mean, Hayden did raise in pretty early position, so he could have ace queen or aces or kings. But you know, not having a heart in your hand, I'd be tempted to put in the raise for sure.
He's gonna make the call. We're gonna see. Oh my God! How does he do it? Hayden finds gin on the river. Threes full of deuces. Phil, you got
Oh my
two
gosh.
outered.
Yeah, and now he feels like he's betting for value here.
Oh my God!
Or I mean, it might be a
275.
blocker bet too, because the flush does come in.
So this is where I would play it. I love it.
I guess trying to target a hand like queen jack.
Other way.
I don't think this line makes too much sense from Phil's point of view, but Hayden gonna make a little extra money here with Phil leading out. They're gonna raise it up big. 1900 to go. And with the heart coming in, that might save Phil some money here.
Big bet here, and it's gonna
Wow,
get gonna get Phil right out of there.
He might have just been betting as a blocker there for information, and if he got raised, he just can pretty easily fold. As you know, the flush does come in, and he does lose to some boats.
very different.
Would have been pretty cool raise too if Hayden had like ace queen with the ace of hearts, blocking a lot of the flushes that Phil should have in that spot, and could be raised, could do a thin value raise there for, with the ace queen, but he did have the boat.
Nice hand number Hayden. We're on to the next one. Hand number 41.
Pokemonkey asking, ever played a SH table with Pez? What is that?
I think it was just a typo. Have you ever played at a table with Pez, maybe?
Oh, yeah. I've played with Pez quite a bit. I played with him on the live stream as well. Doug R in chat. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I got to actually meet Doug R. Dealing to him the other day.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think I just saw him a little while ago as well. Good to meet Doug. 4-bet here from Danny with the ace queen. He's raising it up. Make it 350 to go. Jeff's going to go ahead and call with the 4s. Phil, ace jack now. Kind of in the middle of things. Doesn't really know how to feel. He's going to make a call. 3 players so flop 10, 10, 8. 4s in the lead at Showdown. But live cards for Danny and Phil. I'm going to go check over to Jeff, who's going to check as well. Turn card for free, coming in a queen, and it's Millhouse for Danny. Queens and 10s with an ace kicker. Of course, a gutter and gutter for Phil. That's about all he's got. It's live. Oh, double gutted?
Yeah, he's double
gutted. Actually, yeah, now I see that. Double gutted.
Heads up to a river card here. Danny needs to avoid a king or 9.
He does.
7 of clubs. Phil just ace jack high here. Can't imagine he thinks his hand's good in the spot. If he thinks Danny has a single pair holding like ace, queen, king, queen, he's gonna have to make it big here to try to get him to get off that hand.
He's gonna choose a sizing of about 3/4 pot, 1,300. Yeah, 1,300 bucks.
Yeah, with this sizing, he's repping the boats and the straights, or repping the boats or flushes in the spot. Yeah, playing against a player like Phil who does like to be a little splashy pre-flop. He could have the hands like 10-8, 10-7, queen 10, any random 10, jack 10, ace 10. Wow, Danny makes the call. Good call there by Danny.
Nice call, Danny. Ace jack no good, and Phil's gonna bleed a little bit.
Winning a pretty good pot there, profiting 2.3K. Very good call there by Danny.
Back to the action. It's over to Galoo. Ace jack of hearts on the button. Maybe raising, making it 75 to go. It looks like this $20 straddle is a permanent fixture of this game. Seemingly so. Phil here also suited hearts. And Danny, Queen Jack spades, is gonna go ahead and make the call on price. Hayden in. Oh wow, way price him in with the sevens. Let's see it. How about a 6-4 tray?
Wow, Danny just
flopped
flopping it.
flush. He's checking it. It's gonna go all the way around. 8 of clubs on the turn.
And with the check screw on the flop, Dan's going to have to try to build up a pot here with such a strong hand. You make your hands, you want to start piling the money in the middle, get the most out of them. And get a call from Galoo, just floating with ace jack high.
8 pairs the board and brings in a 4th spade. Danny now with all of it in the form of a check mark.
Danny needs to get the showdown though. Unfortunately, with Galoo calling the turn, he has all the ace or king of spades in his hands. But Danny's going to go out and put another bet here.
Some thinner value, 300 bucks to go.
Kind of a blocker bet as well. Can get value from weaker flushes, and if he gets raised in the spot, though, definitely puts himself in a tough position. I wonder if he's betting to try to induce, you know, a random bluff from Galoo, which he's very capable of. Danny might randomize in his hand and say, you know, I'm just going to just snap off if Galoo does decide to raise, just because he knows he's capable of it. Oh, he just calls.
Flicks in a miracle call here.
Interesting.
Danny gets paid from the probably the worst possible hand.
Wow, I'm surprised Galoo didn't try to go for it there.
That's awesome.
Just getting the max, where, you know, a lot of players would just be checking that board over to your opponent once the one-liner comes out.
I do have confirmation that we're going to have a little bit of a technical snafu on this hand here. So we're not going to get to see any of the holdings. We'll be able to follow the action on the table here from the overhead view, but we will not see the holdings.
As long as it's not a 35K pot.
No, I don't believe it is. I believe I would have gotten the info on that as well.
Yeah, the last time we had an issue like that, there was that big pot between Jim and Addy.
Oh yes, I do remember that one.
Me and Ben were just following along, like, what hand does he have?
So full awareness. You can listen to the voices of Ben and Derek as we commentate over the little snafu here. Going to be an open from 75 from Jeff.
Well, this is the you know, the nightly mystery hand.
This is totally planned.
Brought to you by the Mystery Bounty Tournament this Saturday.
Going to be a call here from Galoo in the cutoff.
Yeah. So it looks like the $20 straddle was on. So with Jeff raising from the ungun position, essentially, he has a very strong range here.
Rich might get a call as long. Yep.
Ace on the flop, definitely well within Jeff's range. Let's decide to check it over to Galoo. Maybe trying to set the trap here with the top pair holding like ace, queen, ace, jack.
225 is the bet from Galoo. Gonna get Rich Mike to fold.
Oh, but it looks like
wow,
Jeff's gonna fold. He didn't have anything on that board.
Maybe queens?
And we'll never know.
Jacks, maybe?
No,
we'll never know.
I don't see Jeff folding just one bet from Galoo.
Fair enough.
The hand that strong like queens or jacks.
And now we should be back to the action.
Yeah, mystery hand brought to you by Jack Link's Jerky. Didn't the World Series on ESPN, they had like the no, it was Jack, like they had like an all-in.
Well, they have the Kimosabi Mezcal.
They had like anytime there was an all-in, it was like brought to you by like the Jack Link's Jerky.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's very close to that, if not
or
that.
something like that, or like was it the Degree Men all-in or?
That's kind of fun. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of shaking it up.
Just like it's preparing people to not know what they're gonna get in those mystery bounty little Easter eggs. You know.
That's great. I like that. Queen 5-4. Gonna be an open ender for Jeff. Pair of sevens for Mike. And a couple middling hands for other players. Glue, a pair of fives. Alan Vector hearts, and that's it.
There it is. It was the Old Spice all-in moment. They would have like when someone would go all in, they would literally like raise up a little thing with the Old Spice logo. It was like
All Spice, yeah.
it's such a weird. And right on the turn.
My God. Sevens here would have turned a set. Instead, it's going to be bottom pair, or second from bottom pair for Galoo. 8 on the river does not change a whole lot. Brings the 6 playing for a straight to Jeff.
Should have the essentially still has the nuts in the spot where you can't really see Galoo playing a hand like 9-6 too often, so he can definitely comfortably go for some value here. And he goes for the pot size bet, trying to get a crying call maybe from the queen for a weaker straight.
I mean, so I was only there for 1. I was only there for like 2 nights. So probably something changed. So we do like 1, 3, 2, 5, 5, 10, 10.
With inflation, they need to turn all 1-2s into 1-3s.
Guys, it's about that time of the night. We're about halfway through our stream almost. After the conclusion of this hand, man your keyboards, friends. 9's here for Phil. Gonna make it $60 to go. Danny 8-7 of spades. 8-7's gonna make the call. Bridge Mike's gonna make the call with the queen jack. And Galoo is in there. 4 players to a flop. 9's in the lead. Can they hold? I think so.
Pretty decent flop here for pocket 9s, but he's just gonna check it through. Ooh.
Bink, he probably thinks in his head. Danny not gonna take a stab at it. King on the river.
Pocket 9s is still the best hand as long as he gets the showdown. And Phil's gonna take it down.
Greg Overby makes a good point. Back in the poker, during the poker boom, there's a lot of money in the game as far as the advertisements. And
yeah, I mean, the fact that you had Old Spice when getting into the advertisements in the poker tournament, that just shows you how, how crazy it was back then. I mean, now like when you're watching either the World Series of Poker on like Poker Go or whatnot, a lot of the sponsors are poker related, right? Or
yeah,
like gambling related, like DraftKings or stuff like that.
I mean, when I think of money in poker and my favorite stuff growing up, I mean, we're talking about the WPT, the old school WPT footage with Vince Van Patten and of course Mike Sexton. That was one of my favorite poker commentating duos. Guys, it is the conclusion of that hand. It is time to answer the question.
And that's been going
If you're watching poker somewhere in the United States or maybe across the world, where the heck are you? Show some love for where you are located right now in the chat. I'll read out the first batch of locations I do see. And if I don't read them out, have no fret. I do this every single stream that I do cast. So show some love for where you're from in the chat.
That's a smaller.
Went straight from WPT in the Budweiser commercial at the end. That's locations.
Okay, yeah, so I did say it right. Julian says, yeah, it was the degree all-in moment and the Jack Links beef turkey. So
Yeah, I thought I had heard that
I
too.
said, yeah, I said degree all-in. Come on.
Yeah. All right, here come the locations. I've got Tulsa, Oklahoma, Cell Block D, Forney, Texas, Bozeman, Montana, Fort Worth, Kansas, Massachusetts, Dallas, Texas, with no bankroll, Miami, Sherman, Texas, I know where that is, Local D, wait a minute, Local D dub, Chesapeake, Virginia, Lanikia Super Cluster, that's awesome, Jedi. Philly, North Carolina, Cypress, Texas, Minneapolis, Houston, Texas. Welcome one and all. You're watching Texas Card House live here on YouTube. Thank you so very much for interacting with me in the chat tonight. Fives for Danny takes it down pre.
We got around 150 likes on our videos so far, so let's try to get to that 200 like goal by 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Do you think we can do it?
No
About
way
10
is
minutes
our
left.
chat able to do that. There is absolutely zero chance our chat is skilled enough to get 47 more likes.
Man. Ben trying to goat y'all into...
I'll put my job on the line. There's no way.
Oh my gosh. You know, they might actually just not do it just because you said that. They're-
I heard, again, I wasn't actually able to get a seat at 2 o'clock. The list was so bonkers. It took me 15 minutes just waiting in line. But apparently, yes.
That's much. Did I go over yours? I didn't mean to. Hold on. Please hold. I think I stopped just above yours, Sasquatch. Lehigh Valley, 610, Pennsylvania. Show some love.
Wow. Got a hand developing here with launch air 3-betting. Hayden's open in the +2 with the pocket kings. Oh my goodness. And Galoo essentially committing himself here, 4-betting to $1,500 with the pocket 10s. And if it, once it folds back to launch air, he's most likely just going to go all in, having both of his opponents covered. He balances play out with hands like ace, king. And queens.
Wow, launch air just making the smooth. Allen here with that ace queen of clubs.
Allen's stuck in the middle now. I can't imagine he's going to make this call.
So we're going to go heads up here, 10s versus kings.
Oh,
my
wow.
God. And I was talking about random stuff before this hand. Now we're going to have all the action on this one.
Set of 10s here for Glue.
And it's
Wow.
already all in.
Wow, and Allen would have flopped top pair with the nut flush draw. And that's it. Set of 10s are going to take it down for Glue, winning a $7,400 pot. Nice hand for Glue. Unfortunate flop there for lawn chair.
Nice hand, nice hand. Got our first all-in scenario of the night as dealer Kevin makes sure the pot is correct.
Fortunate flop for Glue. Very unfortunate flop for lawn chair, as lawn chair is going to reach in his backpack for those reloading chips, I imagine. And Allen is very fortunate that he didn't get to see that flop, as he had top pair with a nut flush draw, and he would have also been stacked as well. If y'all enjoyed that $7,400 pot, hit that like button for more big pots like that.
King eight of spades here. Not good enough. Not good enough under the gun. Hard to blame him. Sevens, though, for launch here. We'll make it a 150. 150?
Wow, pocket tens again. Did Glue return his hand to Kevin? It's the same tens, I think. Oh, no, he had different tens, because there's 10 of clubs, I think, on the board. But 2 pocket tens again for Glue. Gonna just make the call. And wow, and after launch here just doubled up Glue, it'd just be, oh my god. Would it be sick to show like a 10-7 flop?
Wouldn't that be sick, Derek? Okay,
I'll do that once my turn. In your honor.
Though not the worst flop for pocket sevens.
It's because I didn't say it.
Yeah, the man that calls out the straight flush gutter ball.
To give him a set to be a board pair on the river. Yeah.
Blame the odds.
It's a pretty bad read.
Shad fam, thanks for the sub. We must be getting close to this 45K mark here.
Kevin, I'm adding 2 times.
Guys, that's it. We flip it.
We flip.
Yeah, no, see, you can only add on 1K. Alright, he's adding on 1K. Alright, guys, that's it for me.
And that's going to be Kevin's time.
Trying to be so baller, dude.
I'm excited for this tournament coming up this weekend. It's going to be a sweet one to cast, and it's going to be a sweet one to watch develop. As we might have the next WPT champion in our room.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet to see someone parlay the $600 buy-in into like a 6-figure score.
So sweet. It's a very prestigious tournament, that WPT main event, and it's coming to our local area in just a month now. So that's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. I mean, a lot of the times, the winner of those WPT tournaments get a nice little like Hublot watch too. Little Champion Series fancy watch. I don't know. Are they still partnered with Hublot watches?
Ooh, good question. I don't know.
But I always thought that was pretty cool. You know, you're already winning like 350, 400K for first, and then they just give you like a 40K watch on top of that.
It's going to be amazing. If you want more information about our WPT steps, Stage 2 tournament we're having this weekend here at Texas Card House, Dallas. It is a 50K guarantee with a mystery bounties. All the information you might want to know is actually at the beginning of this stream. So if you go to about the 3-minute mark of the stream, you'll hear Eugene and myself talking about that tournament, answering your questions. And then once you're done watching it, come right back, as now it's time for the flip ski.
Oh, awesome. Pretty cool little note that Jedi Master Ted is telling us. TCH Live just passed 8 million views of content.
That's pretty sweet.
That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty sweet. And now we're going to see Trips take down the bomb pot here for Phil.
Oh no, he's drawing live. He's actually probably favorite.
Who's drawing last night?
Oh, this is the whole roll.
Yeah, no straights out there, no flushes out there, just trips and boats. But no boat to be had. Trips is good. Anyone else have a 9? No, no one else had a 9, so nice hands.
That would be pretty cool to get like a car. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's nice to get a little commemorative watch, you know, to commemorate your victory. I think that's better than like a, you know, bracelet. Yeah. I mean, I know the bracelets in the World Series of Poker are like this kind of, they've been doing it forever, so they're never going to change it. But it's just like, it's so not practical. Like, who wears metal gold bracelets with like, it serves no purpose other than just being fancy.
I mean, it's a trophy. It's a
Yeah,
trophy
it's
without
trophy.
the real estate of a trophy, right?
That's fair. But like, you're never actually gonna wear it out in public. Like,
No.
it's like a watch is different. You know, it's like People are gonna ask you if I watch. It's like, oh, did you buy that watch? It's like, no, I won it winning the WPT main event.
Maybe a craps visor encrusted in gold.
Oh my gosh. If I won one of those for some reason, I would definitely wear it at the poker table.
Alan Ace Deuce of Diamonds going to open it up on the second half of our stream as we welcome Stassi to the box. Stephen King Jack's going to make the 3-bet. Allen just going to make the fold as we don't play a 3-bet pop with the ace deuce. King Jack takes it down. Nice hand for Steven.
First hand, I got the turn.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Action folds to Steven on the button with ace 10 of spades.
Are you gonna join us for our horse game next week?
You guys play 10-20, right?
Yeah. Because Julian says we need to find a green visor for that game now. For our dealer. You know, that actually, yeah. If we find a green visor for our dealer, that'd just be the funniest thing. Just because it would make it look like we're playing an old school game, which we are.
Jack 5 deuce here, ace king in the lead. Steven gonna go ahead and float one. Drawing live to the nuts. And he's still drawing to the nuts here. Although Danny's still in the lead by a long margin with the ace king high. Bet here from Danny for 800. Perhaps bluffing with the best hand.
Steven hasn't folded yet. Maybe thinking about putting in some kind of raise as a bluff. No, but he does let it go. Nice hand there for Danny.
Second turn I saw, yeah.
I just wanted to get you a river.
Yeah, see, Julian likes the idea. If we find a green visor hat for our dealer.
It's a great idea. Honestly, it's a great idea.
Only 11 subs away until we hit our 45,000 subscribers. Quite the milestone.
45,000.
1,000.
$75 with the king, 9 of hearts from Steven. Danny, ace queen of diamonds, gonna make the call in the small blind. Jeff now priced in the straddle. Call with the pocket sixes. Let's go 3 ways to a flop. Jack 7-7. 6 is in the lead with 2 pair. Otherwise, ace queen. Next step to bat. Steven drawing pretty slim here. Does have 2 lives. 9. He finds one on the turn. Now improves to the best hand. 9s and 7s. Danny is ace queen. Jeff needs a 6.
That's a smaller.
Jeff gonna bet out here.
125 to go. Rip your roll with the sub. Thank you so very much as we make our way. Steven here with the best of it.
We're talking about the 510.
Don't see Steven folding just yet. Turning a pair.
Danny
Turning
does
2
fold.
pair.
It's going to be a 3. 9's up. The check mark. Just going to check give up. Or at least check it to showdown. I guess it's not really a give up. He does have 2 pair. He has showdown value here.
Yeah, definitely just trying to get the showdown this way, hoping for a check back. But if he faces a bet here, I imagine he's going to relinquish his hand. He might think he's good here. He's going to see the bad news. The other reasonable hand that, you know, he could lose to. Maybe pocket 8s, but
If it's just like an energy bar, you can
nice hand there for Steven.
stand out and eat it. It's not like real food. She does?
Cancel the 3 large pizza, please.
Yeah, how much to feed us?
Philo 1947. Thank you for the sub. We're getting closer, guys. I think that puts us into single digits. Single digits away for 45K. That rhymes. Totally intentionally.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Is it 1K or 500?
And it's back to the blinds.
Are you on a
Suited Queen Jack for Hayden. Definitely playable here and going to be raising up plenty of the time, and he will do so.
You have to like
They get $100 to go.
on that other
Rich Mike is in there with the ace-10. And launch here with Queen Jack of his own is going to make the call. So ace-10 drawing very live
But you
here.
don't have to give it up
I mean, it's already ahead, and it's going to retain that lead.
the 10, 12 hours, 14 hours.
Backdoor clubs possible. Hayden, of course, backdoor straights as well, but that's about it. Oh, how about some outs? Picks up 10s and clubs.
Dinner is way late, like 8 o'clock.
Hayden and launch here drawn to just 10s. Bridge Mike, of course, blocking both of them as Hayden does bet 150. Bridge Mike top pair going to make the call. Launch here, naked gutter. Going to be getting out of the way. Hayden now 11 outs. He find one here on the river. That is not it.
Brick City for Hayden.
And the kind of stuff you
Hayden's going to go for it here, but I imagine Bridge Mike's just going to make the call here.
He certainly will, and he'll find the good news that he is with the best hand.
Nice hand there for Bridge Mike. Pretty straightforward hand for him.
Danny, man, anything from that hand that makes solace in the fact that you're stuck on it.
Yeah, that makes me feel better too.
And Danny, there's no water either.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, same with, it's pretty similar to how Jews do it too.
All right, over or under on how many accounts Gary C has made since the start of the stream.
Wait, he's made multiple accounts?
Well, once, I mean, I think he's been banned before plenty of times.
Oh, really?
Like hidden on the channel or whatever.
Huh.
And you know, just pops up like a you know, dandelion or whatever.
Like a weed.
It's really funny. I find it entertaining. But I want the over/under how many channels he's made.
Maybe we'll set the over/under at 13.5.
Okay. I mean, I'm probably taking the under, but I think it's not that
13
far.
and a half. Yeah, is the line.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the
7 high board, all diamonds. Middle pair here for Phil.
You see the straight flush that Rom had against
Was this last night?
Yep.
I didn't watch last night.
Yep.
Apparently Ron's been crushing it.
Rivered and he rivered the straight which no. He turned the straight flush and rivered a full house to that. I am
Jack 8 of hearts here for Phil. I think he might be playing this one. He's going to call.
60 grand.
Is this a double straddle pot?
Yeah, it looks like it. Someone's got the $50 straddle on. And it's nice to wake up with aces when the $50 straddle is on.
He bet, Ron bet like 10,000, he raised it. And he didn't have the
$350. No one wants to play, except Phil. Phil is going to come along, and so will Bridge Mike. Oh, it looked like he did call. Looks like it's just Phil. All right, it's just Phil. And it's going to be a king high board. King 7-4-2 clubs. Aces loving the side of this flop, but unfortunately, opponent's holding is not great. 4:25 to go.
Yeah, pretty great flop here for pocket aces. Definitely want to be betting out here, targeting any kind of king or flush draw.
He gets no extra action, and he just wins the hand with the birds instead.
The one with Maverick, yeah. When I was a little kid, I watched it. I loved it. That was the coolest part. That was like the first time I watched poker. They were playing like 5-card draw. I always wanted to play poker during it. I took it out for
Bridge Mike just going to call with ace-king after Phil raises in the +1. Could be dangerous if it comes king high, though. Ace high, Bridge Mike has a lock on this hand now. Phil going to have to hit runner queens to win this pot. Deuce of diamonds going to give Bridge Mike the check mark.
Oh, 8. Easy game. You guys want to do a $100 flip? 100.
Ooh, and now queen on the river. Phil now has a pair, though kind of an inconsequential pair as, you know, Bridge Mike's betting for value with his ace, and Bridge Mike's gonna get max value from Phil with the ace-king. Nice hand for Bridge Mike.
It's like 3 diamonds.
We're gonna, no, you can do it. Yeah, whatever. We've all been doing it, whatever you want. Either way. So, boost to 2 to go.
Oh, I cannot.
He marches to the beat of his own.
That's what I
3-bet here from Jeff with a pocket queens. Up to 225 to go.
always good at those things.
See if anyone wants to play.
Jeff getting a lot of premiums here. And wow, Phil looking to play a big one against Jeff. Might put him on an exact holding like pocket queens or pocket kings. Might try to flop a big one here. 10-10-4. Not much for Phil. Jeff was still the best hand. And Jeff's gonna take another pot down. Nice hand for him.
Still haven't gotten to that second turn of the night. First hand, I got the turn. Oh, put the 50 out again.
$50 straddle on. Got 5, 5, 10, 20, 50.
Just your average run-of-the-mill poker game. Alan got a call with the 10-6 of hearts. He's loosening it up now. King 9 for Galoo's going to make the call as well. Steven, pocket threes in the big blind. Ooh, doesn't like it. Gets out of the way. Let's see if he would have flopped a set as it's back to Danny now. Ace-Jack of diamonds going to put on the
He just
3-bet.
knows they're always going to squeeze.
How does he know? How does he do it? Hayden here, 8-7 of hearts. Looks like he's not going anywhere. 250 to go. Bridge Mike, and now he's going to call.
A lot of playable hands for everybody.
Al's now a bajillion to 1 priced in.
Galua as well, though he is in a small blind. Pretty weak holding.
Got him. Got him.
Very disciplined fold there. As, you know, even if it hits his king or 9, he has to wonder if it's good.
Queen 10-9 here. The jacks are open-ended.
Alan actually with the best hand somehow.
Yeah, middle pair here. 7-8, 9-10, also open-ended for Hayden. Looks like it's going to check all the way to Allen, who does have showdown value. He checks as well. And he gets trips on the turn.
Oh, wow.
And the nut spade draw for Bridge Mike on a paired board, though. I think that we could see something develop here. Let's watch. Check from Danny over to Hayden.
Hayden with the worst hand gonna bet out here. As his 6 would be no good. It can only hit a jack. But the jack are in both Danny and Bridge Mike's hand. This is quite the turn card.
Bridge Mike makes the call with the nut spade draw. Allen here with trips, seeing some money in the middle. Do you just smooth here? He does have kicker problems.
Yeah, kicker problems, and this on this board texture, there could be a lot of possible already made straights. They just don't want to go crazy on the paired board.
Sucks when you're the only one not invited to your own party, right?
And just by calling here, you can't keep a lot of bluffs in your opponent's range as well.
That is not the river card we wanted. We're not going to see much more action at all. Hayden bricks, Mike bricks. Allen just has the best hand with trips.
And by just calling here in position, Allen gives his opponents a chance to bluff, and he's a great candidate to bluff catch with. He's going to go ahead and bet for value, betting $2,400.
Jim Hammond said the 6 of spades would have been a filthy river card. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Get not wrong there, friend.
straight versus flush versus boat. Would have been kind of reminiscent of the last night, actually, since the 6 of spades gave Rom.
That's the one.
Pretty crazy. The cursed card. The cursed card.
All right, remind me if I ever have 6 of spades in a live stream game, never to fold it. Ever. 6 deuce, let's go.
Both of y'all had a jack in your hand, right?
6 of spades, bro? Was that close? Was it pretty close?
That's not so bad. You gotta have the like cracked voice inflection. I saw you like mustering up the strength to do it.
I didn't want to do it and just have it just sound like completely off.
It's got to be natural. All natural, baby. 10s here. I saw deuces get folded there. Ace king.
Oh
for
no! Oh
no!
my no!
Oh no!
Oh my gosh, Danny! No! It could have been a big one between Hayden and Danny, as Danny folded the ace king. He was away from the table.
You really hate it.
You know,
Just wish we didn't know that.
there could still be a big one here between Hayden and Allen.
Let's see
Pocket
if that
pair
does
versus
happen.
pocket pair.
We saw 10s be the winner of this kind of battle before.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. By the way, Phil's in the hand.
Phil. Yeah, he likes to play multi-way big pots. That's just.
And now,
Oh,
wow,
man.
gutter here for Phil. Of course, Allen double blocking that draw. Hayden and
Overpair
Allen
versus
both,
overpair.
yeah, both 2 overpairs to the board on what looks like a draw-heavy board. We might see chips. $600 is the price of poker. At least we could say on this flop, ace king wouldn't have gotten too crazy. Allen gonna make the call here, not gonna get too nuts, and Phil gonna call with his draw. And how about a 3 of diamonds on the turn? Might be a semi-action killer here. No, only Allen with a diamond in their hand. Phil checks. Hayden checks. Over pair and a 10-high flush draw for Allen. We'll check. To a river card comes a 9. So now pair for Phil, but queen's good.
Top pair for Phil, too. So with 3 diamonds out there, be a very interesting line if Phil decides to lead out here. Not many hands he's targeting for value. Definitely just wants to get to showdown with this top pair against a range of hands that definitely contain overpairs. Ooh, tiny bet here. 800 into 3,400 here. Just begging for a call from a hand like pocket 10s or jacks. Allen kind of put in a rough spot here.
What hand betting 800 on the river here are you beating? I guess ace-9 of diamond. Nope, not diamonds. Ace-9 with the ace of diamonds, maybe.
Yeah,
That's about it.
But I don't see Hayden 3-betting that hand of the offsuit variety.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's a great point. So I guess it's pretty tough. Outside of the hands
I
that
think
make
you
just
should
beating
fold
it, yeah.
10s here. As tough as it is, I think you're supposed to just fold 10s, especially with Phil behind, who could just have all the random flushes and straights. So he did call the flop, right? I mean, like, what is he calling the flop with, you know? Phil's actually in a tougher spot than Allen, because, you know, Allen did have Phil behind. You know, Phil closing the action here with top pair. It's tough to fold against an opponent like Hayden, who could definitely have a bluff here. But the 800 is very valuable now, now that I'm thinking about it. And he does get the call. Nice hand there for Hayden, getting the max value. And you can see Alan leaning back in his chair a little bit, just relieved that he found the fold.
Nice hand, Hayden.
Profiting 3,100 bucks there. Well done, well done. And that run good earlier, that super chat from Kimmy Stone, looks like it's working out. And I guess if you want to support your favorite live stream player, you can send those super chats, and obviously they work.
I agree. This is a great idea.
And for those of you that don't know, the super chats do go to support all the staff here for the TCH live stream. Between the on-site director, Cooper, and our action tracker tonight.
Which is also Cooper.
One-man show back there tonight.
I suppose the news was that he owed Tyler a favor. And Tyler's done a few solos before. So Cooper's going to own up to that favor, and he's doing a kick-butt job. Looks like we got some new viewership here in the last 20 minutes. Thank you all for hanging out with us, Ben and Derek in the booth. Commentating over 5, 5, 10, 20, 50, 25, 50 or whatever they're doing. A million straddles, no limit hold'em here on Texas Card House Live Poker on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you are new and you haven't already subbed to the stream, we are 10 subs away. 10 subs from 45,000.
I mean, all you have to do is hit that button. It doesn't cost anything but just the minimal amount of energy to click that mouse or trackpad on your laptop. Or, you know, even, I mean, on your phone, too. I mean, there's so many ways. But, yeah, free entertainment.
Kim Stone says she'll send $45 super chat if we get to 45K subs.
Oh.
Well, that's awfully awesome of you. Well, hopefully we do that, because that would be sweet. Queen high board, queen 10-8, 2 hearts.
Someone definitely flat a set.
Yeah.
Wow, what a hand here.
This is actually developing to be quite a hand already.
6K effective here. Can you imagine if this was a 3-bet pot? It would just, all the money would have got in on the flop probably. But Galoo gonna play it slow here with this straight flush draw. Jeff with the 9 of hearts, so we're not gonna see another straight flush, unfortunately.
Melissa comes runner, 4-5 of hearts. Derek? Sir? Okay.
Well, I mean, there's the 5.
There's some a semblance of something going on.
Open-ended now.
I thought
$800.
I thought you were thinking about it.
Just a bet from Alan here. Middle set. We bet a call from Galoo here, who has quite a draw going on. Let's go to a river card king. That is absolutely not it.
Set of 8's still good.
Cartoon music videos with the sub. Thank you so much. One Man Army with the sub as well. I think that means eight subs left, guys.
You know, Alan checking over to Galoo, giving him some rope to bluff, as the flush draw did miss. And imagine this is just going to be a snap call from Alan if Galoo does bet out here.
Oh boy.
Oh. Oh, wow. And
what a bet here.
Snap call from Oh.
Snap call and
Or
an
was that a
instant
raise?
muck. It might have been a raise, but. Allen takes down a big pot, 6K. Middle set, nice hand, nice hand. Guys, there's a ton. There is a ton of new subs here already. Percy Roblo XD, Juan Hernandezism 2. That's hard to say. Garage Band music videos, Juan Man animations, anime music videos. Thank you so much for the subs, everybody. We were so close.
It looks like we hit it. 45K subs.
Did we do it?
Yeah, we did.
And
I appreciate
bingo!
everybody. Thank you all for stepping in there the last little minute there.
45,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. We're
All
humbled.
before 8:30 too. Wow. Y'all are awesome. Best viewership on YouTube on any poker live stream for sure.
A raise here from Al with the King Queen offsuit in the +1. Makes it 75 to go. Galoo with 10-7 of clubs going to call. Phil, A6 of diamonds is in there. And a couple more calls here, Mike and Jeff. Let's go 5 ways. Comes Jack 6-6. And now top trips here for Phil. As Alan's going to be doing the betting here. Phil just going to go ahead and sniggity slow play this one. Alan drawing near dead, now is drawing dead. It's gonna be a check over to Phil. He's gonna bet, and it's gonna get a quick fold from Alan.
And thank you, Miss Kimmy Stone, with the $49.99 super chat.
Kim.
Can't send $45 from my phone, but congrats for the 45K subs. Love me some TCH live with the heart. Thank you so much.
So generous of you, Kim. Thank you so much for the support for your favorite live stream. Goes a long, long way. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, Kim and Hayden starting to make a name for themselves on our live stream here. Some local players really crushing it here on the live streams and the floor. It's great to see some consistent players as well that are very nice on and off the felt. Have had the pleasure to speak with them both while I'm playing with them and just hanging out on the floor. Very nice people.
I think it's a relief to have someone that I like pseudo know from some earlier period of my life. If I just come down here and start talking trash to strangers, most people are going to think.
Queen 7 deuce, 2 diamonds on this flop, 3 ways. Phil again has the best hand.
At least I know
6 of diamonds now. I believe that brings in the flush draw for 2 players here. Alan Galoo, they find some more equity. Of course, Galoo, the better flush draw. Hundo. Quick fold from Allen, now Galoo. An over that's live, and of course the diamonds.
I was playing a lot of the 1-2 PLO game also when you were playing a lot of the 5-10.
I didn't play much 5-10 back in
Flicking a call here.
I played the 2-5.
But yeah, during that time I was
5 is not it.
playing more PLO.
Yeah, because I was trying to remember like playing 2-5 against you. I don't remember all that much.
Queen's good.
Yeah, I played like a.
Phil takes down the pot.
I shot check at 5-10. I didn't have 5-10 money back then. I didn't have 2-5 money back then. Back in English town, invited to our party, right?
No, obviously.
Did you deal in Chicago? I did. You dealt? Yeah. How long did you deal for? Cumulatively 13 months. Only 8 months of that. And then a few private games in Chicago. Ranging in shadiness.
Oh, very cool. I didn't know Steven was a dealer.
I could tell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, just based on the fact that he did that, he does that dealer game at the start of every down.
I mean, he does. It's not really even that. It's Really, his mannerisms kind of gave it away for me. I had to ask him when I was dealing to him. He said he did deal.
Well, I've had the pleasure of playing and dealing with him, so, and he's, I mean, he seems to do very well out there.
Very awesome guy is Steven. Jack 9-10 on the flop here. Pair and a gutter for Jeff. Open ender for Galoo. Backdoor diamonds. Betting a quick call. Can't fold just yet. Now he finds top pair, but of course, how about it? The king high straight for Jeff.
Oh, sorry, did you sound like NDA or something? That part of the settlement.
175 is the bet. Galoo, you got top pair here. Is gonna come along for one more street. Drawing to a king to chop. Does not.
Backdoor spades do get there, but I think Jeff can still very comfortably go for some value, targeting some 2-pair holdings or a weaker straight.
Stake for 1-2. Stake
The bid is $325.
You're not threatening it out.
325 going once.
So one card.
325 going twice.
Well, I always joke too. I'm like, I like that.
325 going thrice.
When I sit down at the poker table, it's just some guy backpack.
Oh, I got that.
No action. Jeff takes it down with the best hand.
A lot of talk, not a lot of ripping.
Well, no one showed me a 10 of clubs yet. If you would show me a 10 of clubs in that hand,
That
I'd
was
hold
high
it.
fold, that's high fold.
And I cost myself $300. I think you're holding it. You're beat by so much.
You had a king pin? I was hoping for a king to
You're
show
beat
up.
by like everything. I think you have to hold it.
I was hoping that the king shows up on the river. Because that was open-ended. and
Phil's
you
going
were
to go ahead and limp with the ace-10 of
not-
spades.
the wrong card showed up.
Jeff, your ace-queen on the button. Going to be a great time to go ahead and raise it up. Makes it 150. Below the 9-8 of diamonds. Doesn't look like he wants to leave just yet. He's going to call.
Steven, the mystery hand.
Oh, how about aces? How about the last two aces in the deck?
Oh, it's always fun when they put out the raise first and then they scan their cards.
He's going to 3-bet up to 750 bucks. Maybe we see some fireworks this hand.
Yeah, a lot of very playable holdings between all the players here. Oh, and Phil does make the call. I thought it was still on Phil. Jeff with a decision here.
Nah, Phil is in there, man. Like you said, he likes to play those multi-way big pots. This is shaping up to be one of them.
Oh,
What?
no!
What? Jeff rips it on top.
Oh,
$5.1 thousand for the ace-queen, turning his ace-queen now. Well, looks like a bluff now. And Steven here with the birds. His eyes lighting up.
Wow, I'm very surprised Jeff pulled this play here.
That's a huge raise.
Man, he could just called in position there. Seen the flop. I'm very surprised he decided to go with the all-in. Steven now just, kind of Hollywooding there, trying to get a full count. Maybe try to invite Phil into the pot as well. I'm not a gambling man, but I'd bet that Steven is going to make the call here.
I'm sorry, hi. Yeah. Yeah, I went from 3. I'm sorry.
I'm in a lot of pain if I do run all the so I would have run all the
He's going to just make the call, give Phil room to shove on top. Oh, man. This is a night maker right here. Strap in, everybody. You might be looking at the next highlight video.
Yeah, the amount of time that Steven took there to let Stassi count down the stack might invite Phil into the pot, and we could see a big one here. Wow, Phil doesn't want to fold. He's like, I got suited ace. Oh my!
Oh my God! He's all in. It induces the raise from. Oh
What?
my God! Three-way all in. Let's go.
And Jeff is just like, oh my God.
How about a $20,000 pot on our 5-5-10 game? How about it, Derek? Let's go to a run out.
Wow.
Are we doing 2 runouts? God darn it. Max Payne. What? It is Max Payne. I think I got it one time. Oh, twice. Twice. All right. All right. Confirm twice. Confirm twice. Wow.
Jeez Louise.
Ace is way in the lead before they go ahead and do this double run out.
I see a lot of people cheering for Phil here. Phil actually has more equity than Jeff.
There it is. 2 full boards.
Okay.
10 in the wind, or 10 on the flop. Aces hold for the first run out. 10
Oh my gosh.
on the flop.
Another 10.
Aces scoop the whole thing in 2 runouts for $20,000. Steven with the check mark. Nice hand stacks, both Phil and Jeff. Steven had them both covered at the start of this hand.
Wow.
Oh my God.
$12,500 in profit in a 5-5-10 game headed towards Steven. You know, he's been waiting for his spot, and he found it as he wins a 3-way all-in with aces, holding twice.
Show some love. The nice hands, the GGs in chat for Steven. Hard to make $12,000 in profit in, one night, but here he is, putting on a clinic. How to play the aces. That's a scoop. Let's go.
Wow, I'm just surprised that Phil. Well, I'm not surprised what Phil did. We've seen him do this before, try to gamble it up with some suited ace hands, but I'm surprised Jeff went all in there for 5,000.
Is Jeff coming back?
I think he picked up his backpack and left. Well, it was great to have you on the stream, Jeff. Hope to see you next time. Hope you have a great evening.
Oh my goodness. So we're still getting the hands sorted out here. Let's just come back and just relive that moment. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What a hand.
Yeah, I mean, props to Steven for putting on a little bit of a show there, just
of course
make it look like he's actually pondering a decision there. And Phil might have thought he was a lot more live than he actually was, against hand like ace queen or ace king. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Steven could be calling. I mean, he could have kings, I guess, and then Phil might think that his ace is very live.
Wow.
So
it was a crazy hand, and you were here for it. 3-way all in for 20K on our Wednesday night stream. It's pretty rare to see that. So let's go back down to the action. Looks like she's just about double checking these stacks here. Welcome to Texas Card House Live, where this stuff happens.
And that's why these players buy in deep, so when they get in these spots like this, they can stack their opponents and win the maximum. Steven's just going to have too many red chips now, I think, for this game. He's like over 1,000 in red chips.
That was a really professional slide of those red chips, though, like a roulette style. And now it's, there's that. There's that. Yep, just take those and those. And how about those?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean,
that was amazing.
That's how you know he's a dealer.
That's
how you know he's a dealer. Oh my gosh.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
You can't. It's hard to not like Steven for that. he threw Stassi the red chip, told her to chop it up, and then threw the blackbird. Very nice. tip from Steven. Chop it up.
No, but that happens. That's a real thing. That is what it is. Yeah.
No, but that's,
But
like,
that was
that's,
so
how,
funny.
that's how you know he's a dealer, because
sure.
he did that.
What happened, says Alexander Z? Well, you might see a large stack of chips there in front of our 9 seat, Steven. I would rewind the stream about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it took some time there to count down the stack because everyone had a lot of red chips in play.
13 to a 6.
You know, Mo the Cat makes a good point. Is poker alive and well? 2 blind stack offs with ace 10 and ace queen. It's a good point too. Yeah, there's a lot of resources and people are getting smarter with the game, but that's just proof alive and well that there's still some of that action out there.
Yeah, I mean, in his defense, I mean, he had some blockers to very strong holdings.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
He blocks the ace kings, blocks the aces, blocks the queens. I mean, but it's just unfortunate that Steven just woke up with it in that spot. But I mean, from my point of view, I mean, Steven's been playing very solid over the night. I mean, that's something that I would have picked up on, at least playing at the table. Is like, wow, he hasn't really been playing many hands, and when he has been playing hands, he's been 3-betting, right? So he seems to be waiting for his spots. And I mean, I'd put him on ace king plus in that spot exactly.
Ace is here for Hayden on the next hand. 2 pair for both players. Hayden's slightly better. Four on the river changes nothing as far as their holdings go. $175 is the bet from Hayden, looking to get any value they can.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Might want to get rid of some of those green chips too. I mean, it almost seems like he has too many black chips now too, right? Like, he just needs the color of everything.
There's not even straddle on. It's like, this is bullshit.
Hayden getting picky.
It's like, God, why do I get aces in the straddle?
Why aren't you guys double straddling? You're so distracted. Come on.
Steven's still stacking up chips from that pot that happened like 5 minutes ago.
Sometimes there's better problems than others. This is
First,
one of those
first world
times.
problems. First world problems for sure. Steven wins a 2014 GMC. Well, actually, the used car market is pretty brutal now out there right now.
I thought you were about to make it like a taxes joke.
Oh.
But that's all right. That's my window. This is a taxes joke. GMC taxes paid. That's my joke.
Tax, title, and license.
Yes.
And everything.
Yeah.
2018 Kia sold.
The anti-price is right. That was one of the most depressing things that I heard, that I like learned growing up. Is that the people that were so happy to win the car in the game show just.
Then you got to pay.
It was a nightmare scenario.
You have to pay for the title and
Yeah,
license.
it's just awful. Like, man, I'd rather have the $400, I guess. That's such a headache. Nothing burger for anybody. 7 on the river improves Danny up to 2 pair. 7. 7 good.
And I don't know about y'all, but if I were at the table, I'd be pretty bummed to see all the chips headed towards a very solid and tight player. I mean, you know, you're gonna have a hard time getting those chips back. I imagine you'd have to cooler Steven to win a pot that big against him. Well, maybe now he's got some ammo now. Let's see if he splashes around a little bit. Put on a little bit of show for us. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Galoo gonna raise it. Ace-7 offsuit up to 100 bucks.
Oh, wait, I recognize this player. I don't think he's played on the live stream before.
Ace high, ace 8-5. So top pair for Galoo and a pair of 5s for Hayden. Comes a 9, brings in a gutter for Hayden. Actually, both players, same gutter. 5 to win, 7 to chop. Or, excuse me, 5 to win, 6 to chop. There it is. 5 to win. Best hand. Just like that.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
And Hayden
Missed value there.
getting very lucky.
Whoops.
Nice hand for Hayden. Yeah, I think our new player filling in the seat is, his name is Franco, I believe. Plays pretty often in our 2-5 games here at TCH. Welcome to the stream, sir.
Ace Jack for launch here. 80 bucks to go. Allen making the call with the 8s. 4s for Galoo. Steven makes the fold. Covering the table by like 4 to 1, I think. Maybe 2 to 1 for some players. It's a massive stack he's got. 8s and 4s going at it here. Galoo gonna bet his, turn his hand into a bluff, and he does get it through.
Steven up $12.9 thousand in this game. Quite the night for him.
Eight, 7, 6, all spades on this flop. 2 pair for Bridge Mike. Has got it. Jack on the turn. $200 to go from Franco. Does make top pair. Galoo is out. Bridge Mike might just call here, and he will. 5 brings in the 4-liner. Ace 4 would have gotten there. Now, Franco, welcome to the table. You do have the second best hand here. See if you can get away from it. Does make the call, finds the bad news. Bridge Mike makes 800 bucks with 2 pair. I feel like I would be a good accountant.
You think so?
I think so. I number good.
Yeah, you have to be good with numbers to be an accountant for sure.
But I think accounting is mostly logic, and basically it's
Numbers, logic.
I mean, I took accounting in an accounting class at college, but it was just accounting 101 or whatever. I mean, it made sense. I mean, it was all like deductive reasoning and obviously checks and balances. Just a different thing. Less so math. You should probably think about that. Now that we're talking about taxes here in the chat. Tax day coming up, by the way. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tax day coming up.
Do that.
Yeah, that is coming up Monday.
Not Friday, thankfully, but
Yes,
Monday.
Monday, taxes due.
Izzy with the $50 super chat.
Hey, Izzy.
If that's Izzy who
It is.
Awesome.
He was talking earlier in the chat.
Matching Kimmy. Let's battle again soon. Nice hand, Steven. Don't go back home till I get there. Flying in at the end of the month. Awesome. Let's get a triple/quadruple straddle game on the live stream.
Bro, that like was almost this game. They like did a double straddle pretty consistently.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll be happy to have you on the live stream if there's a seat open, Izzy. Thank you again for your super chat, and hope to see you soon, buddy.
Thank you, Izzy. Can't wait to see you back in the room.
Bo saying, accounting class taught me one thing, is that to hire an accountant.
Man, but some of them charge just a crazy amount of money. You got to find the right one.
Seems like a good life skill to have. Just general accounting knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've been filing my taxes on, accounting softwares forever, but I kind of just want to know how to do it. So
I just paid TurboTax the 20 bucks.
Do my things. Here's my paperwork.
It's pretty, and I don't even have to pay it. They just take it out of my tax.
Yeah, I saw
so
that.
it's like, you don't even have to pay anything. It's just I just get 30
is
less.
no way supported or sponsored by TurboTax.
Like a week later, you see like all my favorite things on the TCH live felt. It's like he's like TurboTax and like Black's Barbecue, Culver's.
Keep your receipts.
All these.
Win JOS, thank you so very much for the sub. Appreciate it very, very much. We did hit 45,000 subs tonight. Thank you, everybody. Sevens here for Steven.
Yeah, I just
so
showed,
innocent.
Yeah, I just showed Ben a text from Lauren. Like I just told her, she was texting me, was like asking how the stream's going. I was like, oh, good. Yeah, we just had a 28 pot, and she just like vomit. She's like, oh, threw up my mouth a little.
Man, what I would do to just make 20,000 in 4 minutes. Ace, 10, Trey. Two clubs here. Now the club draw for Danny. Middle pair for Steven. Top pair for Lawn Chair.
And this all in is sponsored by TurboTax. Reminding you to go all in with your taxes. That'd be funny.
$200 in a call here with the two best hands, and the two worst hands might just get out of the way, and they do. Lots of outs here for Danny. That's one of them. How about it?
No sweat.
No sweat. No redraw for Lawn Chair, so he is drawn dead.
Very interested to see how launch here is going to continue. Yeah,
gonna
I
make
could
the
only
call
just
here.
call, yeah. That's what I figured, but I mean,
Oh,
no.
no.
I mean,
He improves to 2-pair on the river, but that's no good. Danny with the clubs.
I was about to say he could probably get away from the river if Danny fires out big, but now with top 2-pair. Still beating hands like ace, king, ace, queen now. I imagine Danny's going to go pretty big here. Oh, just betting half pot. Go for some value. Oh, and he's just like, of course, you have to flush, right?
Flush good. Nice hand. Some more frisbees going Danny's way.
Nice hand there for Danny. Yeah, I mean, he bet that sizing just trying to target a single pair holding. I mean, I think once he saw how quickly launch air snap call, he was like, oh, I could have gone a little bigger there. But, you know, you want to, if you put your hand on, if you put your opponent on a range of hands, you kind of want to stick with that the whole way. Nice hand there for Danny.
You actually call security.
Does the TCH cage accept tax return checks? No, we do not.
We have never cashed a check here at our location.
Only take cash monies
Cash monies, please.
to make sure, I mean, it's just proper card room etiquette. I mean,
My
it's just you
old
want to
casino.
have all the money on site that you know, if
Yes.
it's just, that's what you want to do.
The table games department of my Milwaukee casino now accepts debit and credit cards
Oh my gosh.
at blackjack tables.
Are you serious?
At the table.
That's kind of scary, actually.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
I don't want to grow up. I don't want to see where this world goes.
That's kind of scary.
3-bet up to $1,000. Getting what?
What is going on?
Phil all in with the 9-4 of diamonds. Let's play a hand. Walshen with the sub. Thank you so much. We might just see a wonky all in here. Hayden's gone. I mean, Franco can't fold now. It's
Yeah.
only $400 more comparatively. 400 to win a pot of 3K.
Yeah.
He is suited too.
Filled the backpack on already.
Oh, Phil. Oh, Phil. There's the right action. Now we're heads up. Now let's get this all in. Count it out. Ready to go.
Neither of them like their hand.
Give me my cards back.
Oh, boy.
6. Oh, diamonds. Straight. Straight for Phil, right?
No.
2, 3.
You double paired you paired the threes.
Oh,
you needed
I-
a 5. You needed a
I
5.
thought the 5.
Yeah, you needed a 5.
Misread the board there. I could have sworn I thought it hit it straight there.
All right, well, looks like Phil might be heading out for the night. Phil, you're always a beast and pleasure to watch play on our live stream. Have a fantastic evening. We'll see you next time at TCH Live. Love to watch Mr. RV Phil.
I'll take credit for the board.
Yeah, we also don't accept coins either, Ragnar River B, unfortunately.
Who's next up?
Who's on deck?
This game here, for those that don't know, is one of the most coveted games to be playing on in the room. All the 2-5 players are just waiting to get on this game. Blue takes it down. Sheeb or Dogecoin? Jay, I am not, I'm assuming Derek is not, a Bitcoin investment professional.
So, I used to dabble in it, but even then I would just buy it and then hold. I wouldn't day trade it or anything. But I just found myself going crazy with it just because I would have money in it and I was just constantly checking it. I was just like, ugh. I think I'd rather invest my money in like in real estate or something, or you know.
Letty, you're in for 5 and it's 75.
Baby Jane, that song.
Hayden gonna raise it up, 75 to go. Who's gonna call? Oh no, that's not a call. That's a raise with the king 10 of clubs. Gonna make it 300 even to go. We saw 1-4 just folded now. Only 1-4 left in the deck, I believe. And it's gonna come Queen Jack 3. So open-ended is Galoo. Pocket fours though the best hand right now. It is a 60-40 scenario. Wait, the equities just changed twice. Well, they're going 100 to 0 some way. Looks like Galoo takes it down with a post-flop bet.
It's fine, it was a clue. I was going in anyway.
You haven't straddled
You really were good at that.
Jake Coulter wants to know who's commentating with Ben tonight.
Derek,
No.
Who's
what's
that?
up? Oh, I am a dealer here, and commentator, and sometimes you'll see me playing.
Ronnie said
I say sometimes. I mean, more often than not, I'm here playing, dealing, or commentating. So, one of those three.
he's adding some money and they won't figure it. Oh, 25. 75.
Nines for Galoo as Franco opened and Allen called. It's a Tuesday stack right there for Steven. Absolutely gorgeous. Galoo gonna 3-bet up to 350 bucks. It's gonna get a fold back to Allen here at the pocket threes. He might try and set mine here. Let's see if he finds it. Oh, nope. Nine's got has two pair here. Both players with backdoor clubs. First backdoor straights for Galoo as well. He's gonna bet 300 bucks. Allen gonna call. Draw into a 3, please. Nope. How about that?
But nine's full for Galoo.
Check, check. 7 on the river.
Allen now counterfeited, so Galoo gonna get 0 value from Allen at this point. Hoping he has a hand like an 8 or 7. Or the ultimate cooler, the 9-8.
$1,200 is gonna get an instant fold from Allen. Can't even try make a move. Just had all of it.
Nice hand there for Galoo.
Yeah, even if I don't pull out, I'm going to hit the river. So I think I was a hit, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Just about an hour left of streaming tonight. We've loved having all of you here and interacting with myself and, of course, Derek. It's what we do. It's why we love our job, so we get to interact with some of the best viewership in all of poker. Thank you all for being amazing. And now Galoo going to make the call with a 4-3 off on the button. Hayden, Queen Jack in the third blind, going to raise it up to a $1.50. Going to bridge Mike out of there. Now it's back to Galoo. Does Galoo want to play a hand with a 443? No, he does not.
Yeah, you want to get rid of it so that you can at least put the real $5 tip? I know, I just want it.
Stuff next week at $15.
TCH has come out with an NFT. Has Tommy talked to you about his NFT idea yet?
He hasn't talked to me personally about it,
It's
but I know
pretty
he's into that.
It's pretty interesting. But yeah, he was like spitballing an idea about doing like a NFT league, TCH related to the TCH live stream. I was like, oh, that's interesting. But
Tommy, one of the regular players here at our room,
yeah,
for reference.
but yeah, he was like spitballing the idea. Meanwhile, I was dealing. He was like, oh, well, we could have like a live stream league where viewers or whatnot could purchase NFTs of certain players or like trading cards or whatever. And purchasing the NFT gets you like a stake into their action.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Top pair for both Galoo and Hayden. Galoo, much better kicker.
NFT TCH sublimated socks.
We talked about the sublimated socks yesterday. Because Ben said he wanted to upgrade his TCH merch, and I'm like, if you don't have the sublimated socks, you can't even be making this comment right now.
I still need to order that the Champions jacket. So like if I do go play a like tournament or cash games elsewhere, I can rep the TCH live,
Top pair did get out of there before the turn did come in on the from the Queen of Diamonds, excuse me. Galoo gonna bet the best hand still, and Allen here, ace-10. Couple live overs to the pair of eights for Galoo, and he does get out of the way though. Galoo takes it down for a profit about $500.
That's good, right?
I wonder if her merch store is in the link tree. Let's see. It's not?
I found it by just like Googling it, like Streamlabs, TCH live merch. There we go, yeah.
Nice. Thanks for the tip.
The champion jacket, that's what I want to get.
But the sublimated socks.
The sublimate, yeah. I mean,
at those
I'm
puppies.
gonna rock the whole attire. Like,
I'm gonna take that to the next sock hop, bro.
Yeah, TCH t-shirt, hat, champion jacket, socks, and yeah.
This is like a little bit higher straight on board, and I can have more of that card. Maybe that's better.
I'm going to post it in the chat. If you guys want to know where you can get some cool sublimated socks or other TCH Live merch, click this link here that I'm posting in the chat. Support your stream by buying something sweet to rep your favorite stream. Nines versus 8-5 here. Launch air bottom pair on the flop, though, on an ace-queen board. Nines not loving it either. And the hand is over. Man, that champion jacket in gold is so obnoxious.
Yeah, if I were to get one, it'd be the black one for sure. Or like the navy.
Yeah, I'm getting the black for sure.
Next time you go to your next Magic event, you can, you know, be fully decked out.
Well, I mean, like, that's not a very comfortable jacket to be walking around in. That's like a raincoat.
Oh,
At least it looks like it.
Wind resist. Oh, it is like a rain jacket. I just like how it looks. So.
Yeah, no, it looks great. Sixes here going to be raising up the action, getting a call from both Launcher and Galoo, Ace, Jack, King, 7, respectively. Let's go. 6 in a window. Ace, Jack has a gutter, top pair for Galoo. Everyone's got a little piece of it.
Run good continues for Steven. Definitely get multiple streets of value from Galoo, as he gets pretty sticky with his top pair holdings.
Jack on the turn brings in a pair of jacks for lawn chair.
Front door flush does come in.
Can Steven go for value on this turn?
I think he can, but he's going to check.
5 of spades. Changes nothing. I'm going to check over to Steven, who might now try go for value, because what flush is double checking turn and river here?
Not too many.
Not very many.
You expect a lot of the flushes to lead out here, and that's the importance of playing a position, as it gives you a lot of information here. And once checked to again, Steven says, you know, still a lot of hands I can get value from. 2 pairs, or even single pair holdings. Like exactly what Galoo has. Galoo might take the best of it and just fold here. Oh, but he does call.
He does verbally say call, and the set's good.
Nice hand there for Steven, making the maximum. He knows how to navigate those smaller pots and the large ones as well.
Steven Stack surpasses $20,000 now.
Formidable opponents,
to say the least.
Oh my gosh.
Three bet up to 350 here from lawn chair with a 6-5 of clubs. Now Franco in position with the ace-jack. Probably going to have to call this one and just see a flop.
Absolutely.
And that's what he's going to do.
I mean, might be a little bit concerned about his kicker, but you know, very playable in position.
And he does not connect, so it's going to probably be an easy getaway for him here. Lawn flops an open-ended streak draw. He's going to continue here. 475 to go.
Franco with the ace of diamonds in hand does have some backdoor draws.
Flicks in the call for the pink chip. Gets 25 back. Let's go to a turn card. How about a diamond, queen of diamonds? So now the nut diamond draw for Franco.
And having that nut blocker, he can definitely credibly rep a hand like ace-jack of diamonds, ace-10 of diamonds.
He's already ahead here, but I guess the reason I'm so excited is now we actually have a hand developing. Lawn chair still open-ended. The front door diamonds get there, makes his straight a little less appealing, but imagine that's not too much. Probably check calling most bets here, but that's a big one though, and that is too big to call. Nice hand for Franco. Definitely some awareness.
And again, that's the importance of playing hands in position.
I had the same exact thought. Yeah, a year ago. A year ago.
Because
It was on the tip of my tongue all last time I had this conversation.
yes.
Nines for Hayden right away. He's going to raise up to 75 to go.
He's a threat now. He's been gone for 6 years.
Lawn chair going to call with a 4 deuce off. One would say loose. Wow. Galoo going to go ahead and pump it on up to $500 with the ace-8 of diamonds. Now Danny,
Oh
ace-king of
gosh.
hearts.
What a spot. Into straddle, too.
I think we might, we know he's going to raise here, but I think we're just going to see a just kidding kind of run out of the action.
Just need to make it too big. You make it like 13 or 1400.
He's going to choose 1150, or 1125, excuse me.
I like the sizing a lot from Danny. Leaves a lot of room here for Galoo. He's making a mistake here. Maybe try to call or maybe even jam. And we know Danny will just snap call the jam. It's kind of an annoying sizing for sure. I feel like you're priced in, but a 4-bet definitely signifies a very strong holding. Like aces, kings, ace-king, queens. And we're going to see that exactly as Danny has him completely dominated, heading to a $2,400 pot.
Can we have an action flop one time?
We've had a few of them tonight.
All right, fine. Can we have another action flop, please? We're going to need some miracle cards here. Maybe the king of diamonds. If we do see a turn card, of course. 700. We will see a turn card. 5 of hearts is not it. Chop outs though for Galoo.
Yeah, gutter ball for both players now.
C. Medina with a sub. Thank you so very, very much. Welcome to the stream. All in to call. Turning the best hand into a bluff. Nice hand for Danny.
Wow.
Or so he thought. Or so he thought.
Well done by Danny there. Some very incredibly ramp hands like aces, kings, and queens.
Queen 10, 3, 2 hearts here on the flop. So pair for both players. Danny with the best of it again. Now an 8. Changes nothing. Still single pairs for these players. 250 is the bet from Danny, looking for some value, and he's going to find it from Galoo. Jack on the river.
Let's bring a one-liner now for any 9, makes it straight. And Danny will check back, taking his queen to showdown. It will be the best hand. Nice hand for Danny. You might be fine now, actually.
I love all colors.
You can still shove it down the throat.
I mean, that's the, so I'm pointing out that I think there's a small little, there was at least a small audio hiccup a second ago.
Yeah, I think it's worked out now.
That's interesting.
That was kind of weird.
It tripped me out because I heard Stassi talk and her mouth wasn't moving.
Yeah,
So I was like,
well,
whoa.
yeah, Galoo was laughing, and he was not laughing at all.
I would not.
But that's the thing about like poker like white noise, is that it all really blends in, and it took a lot of me paying attention to actually hear
Yeah,
that.
the chip shuffling, but no one was shuffling chips on the table. That might just be at the table, like table 9, right next to the live stream table.
Oh yeah, could do that too. Looking for some action here is Hayden. He's got a mystery hand. All right, we're gonna sweat it with him. Oh my goodness, Bridge Mike, Ace King suited in the straddle. It's time to go upstairs.
And I don't know, I know why Danny is saying that. Hey, I know why Danny is saying that. But I
A
don't know
quick
why
call
Mike is
for
saying
this 3-bet. So let's go to a flop. Maybe like a slightly mid to larger pocket pair, maybe? Maybe an ace queen? Well, who knows? But it's a 7-high flop, 1 spade.
Which definitely hits Hayden's range a lot harder than Bridge Mike.
It's checking all the way. Ace king, not nothing.
And if Hayden bets out here, I imagine he has the best hand in the spot.
Throw it.
And we'll never know.
Darn it.
He could have had a hand like a queen or pocket 9s, pocket 8s, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, that was the. mom's family's from, it's a trump game, so it's like spades, but you play with the short, it's like you play the shorter deck.
It's a spade, tap a spade, right?
You don't bid like you do in spades, so it's a little more straightforward than spades.
Play a lot of spades and hearts.
Yeah, my mom's family is from,
Basically, bridge of spades with bidding.
It was like
okay, when I played spades, I played
Race 1200.
No, but it's also a little different. Okay, yeah. This bidding is totally.
Lawn chair raising up with the Jack 9 of clubs. Looking for action, please. Looks like Rich Mike will oblige.
Were you born in Chicago?
I was born in Naperville. Grew up in Plainfield.
One of the things about bridge is that one hand is exposed in every game. It's called the dummy.
7, 4, 3, 2 diamonds is nines. Oh, makes a set on the turn. And it gives lawn chair top pair. Franco betting $100, looking to get paid, and he just might.
The guy who wins the bidding contest, the team that wins the bidding contest, right, gets to play with the dummy.
Oh my God, lawn chair putting in the raise when Franco essentially has an effective nuts here. It is the nuts right now. Oh no! Dang it! I knew it. Dang it! I was right the first
It
time.
is
Trust my
fun.
guts.
It is fun though when a set is the nuts. One time, dealer.
I like it.
It used to be in the old days when cheating.
Yeah.
Especially in Europe.
Makes the call.
So my grandpa,
Queen on the river.
on my dad's side,
Might keep Franco from getting paid here. He's going to check, and he doesn't like the check back, does Franco.
we have like a nice mahjong set.
Wanted more monies.
And our grandpa was joking about
That
how
sounds for Franco.
he just had to cheat in mahjong.
The latecomer to the show. Making some money though.
My mom taught me how to stack the U-pay. And then in middle school and high school, one of my hobbies was carpentry. So I learned much better ways to stack. But don't worry, I was never good enough to cheat at a poker game.
I have 11 TCH Life loyalty points, Derek. You know what that means?
But two, like, the level you need to be at to be able to
You're gambling all.
All of them. Here they go.
So you get 1 point for each chat.
I believe so.
Okay, so I should have enough now.
Hell.
So I'm trying to think, you could pay out like
Man, Dad needs a pair of shoes. There it is.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
First win in a million years.
Now, if you won, then I should win too,
That's
right?
how it has to work. 125 to go from Franco with pocket three. He's got two pocket pairs back to back. Galoo, 2 overs. It's a coin flip. Blit. Finds his pair, I see it. With a straight draw to go with it.
You know, that's a good question, though. Why do I not have 1,000,000 loyalty points? I'm here all the time.
For posterity. If we knew how to crack the code, Bo, we would. But we are mere plebeians back here in the booth.
no, I promise I wasn't going to cheat.
Where's your gamble?
I don't think I had enough points. It must not be 1 point per chat.
So you probably heard like bottom dealing, which is bottom dealing. I could do it, but like if you were paying, where are you going? Yeah.
Let's see an action hand towards the end of this stream. Let's see it. Come on now. Come on, guys. Wake up with something here, please. Dang, ace queen. That's good. That's a good start. Good start.
But you can't do you could do it anyway. But there was this mechanic
Please.
I saw. He was dealing second.
Galoo with an ace 6 is gonna go ahead and call. Wait a minute.
It's
Now he's gonna call.
Tap of the table is not contractual to a call, but he's gonna donate the action. for the stream. Thanks, Galoo. Ace in the door.
So yeah, like we can do second deal off the top, like that worked so hard. Bottom deal.
75 to call.
But the thing was, is
Galoo drawing to a 6 to win.
so I would just use it to like mess with my buddies, right when we were playing.
You're confused.
Needs it though.
But it's like really.
That's not it. Backdoor diamonds though for Danny. Doesn't need the improvement. Jack of spades on the river.
Streamlabs is kind of messing up for me. I can't check how many points I have. Or am I? Is it to the point where I'm spamming it too much that it's just like ignoring me?
It's just temperamental. He's got a bad attitude.
Or am I spelling points wrong? No. Nice hand there for Danny.
Exclamation point pints in reference to the meetup game. We're gonna have lots of pints. I'm gonna be drinking.
Oh yeah, I definitely will. I'll bring something. I'll bring that mini keg of Heineken or whatever. I don't know.
Way ahead, so I wanted to try to get to the bluff holder.
That would be so funny.
What?
If you just actually brought a mini keg.
I mean, it's literally like that big.
No, I believe you.
It's
I
not-
absolutely do.
It's really not that unreasonable.
I'm just being unreasonable. I mean, yeah. I mean, I am. I've
It's
never
just
seen
convenient, you know. Just stick it in there in that fridge, and then just bring your solo cups. You're good to go.
one. I feel you. There's a whole movement in chat to give you points.
Oh, there is okay, I guess Jedi Master Ted enlightened me. You can only check your points like every 5 minutes, so it prevents people from spamming.
That's a bad
I mean, he would know, right? Out of everyone in there, he's the most seasoned loyalty points person in here.
I think he's sitting at like 1.7 million.
Yeah, he said he could lose $1 million and still be in third or something. And like I think who did the math to point to dollar ratio? Like they like when I think someone lost like 300,000 points one day, and they're like, I just lost 10 grand in terms of or like I don't know if it's actually that, but you know they like. They
I mean, you can equate it with
amount.
super chats. You can figure out how much the super chats are.
Right. Yeah, that's how he did it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It's like half a penny per point. I don't know.
Blue takes it down with a pair of aces on a very scary board there.
Yeah, no, I told Lauren about the Chat Pro meetup game. She actually added that to our joint calendar on the iPhone.
Yeah.
It was like mug. Oh, she said it as an all-day event too.
Well, yeah. Glue gonna donate some action to Franco here. It's a coin flip.
I can't remember the last time we played fly.
Jack 10 flopping 2 pair. Franco with nothing but a pair of 3s. He now improves to 4th pair instead of bottom pair, I suppose.
I wasn't in Chicago very long, so I
Glass is half full.
I grew up in Highland Park. And I lived in Colorado. I went to school out there and lived up in the mountains. And I only moved back after my last relationship a few years before.
Oh, how about
my
a set on the
gosh.
river brings a 4-liner to a flush. They're gonna go check.
Are you still rocking the family?
I was when I came out here.
Weird.
That was a weird hand. Yeah, I'm surprised Glue didn't bet on the turn there. A lot of hands he get value from and to protect against the one-liner flush coming in, but Franco gonna be gifted the pot there pretty much. Nice hand for him.
Tired of people taking advantage of me. Huh? You have?
Bonus points to whoever can tell me the buy-in for this Saturday's tournament.
I know it.
Cool. Bonus points for you.
Like loyalty bonus points?
No, they are undefined generic points. Three spades on the turn. Pair of nines, still the best hand right now, and it will retain that.
And bonus points for Ragnar Overbeat, first one to answer the question.
As we're waiting for these big hands, I think it's time for some TCH trivia. Bo with the $4.99 super chat, thank you so very much, says this is a petition to give Derek and Ben 1 million loyalty points. My pinky was in the air on that one.
Some people want to wait till the season's done.
$600 is the buy-in for this weekend's event. It is the WPT Steps tournament, also featuring a mystery bounty.
No, 15
Almost 9.
$600 for the buy-in, 50K guaranteed, in addition to all of those awesome prizes. So we will see you here Saturday for that. Let's see, what's another good trivia question?
I guess when do the mystery bounties come into play?
All right. First person to get that one gets some sweet bonus points. When do the mystery bounties come into play? I'll give you multiple choice. Is it right away at the start of the tournament? Is it day 2? Or is it at the end of registration period?
Or all of the above.
Or all of the above. Mine as well, right?
Yeah, he came here. So
I'm going to let a few answers come in here.
depending on what so he was in the main event of
Oh, the stream still ends at
and he made it to like 4 hours
Yeah, no matter what. So it's just
And I'm seeing a lot of the right answer here. So the answer is end of registration.
at 9:30 even though we didn't start
the stream's gonna go later.
Nice job, everybody, with those bonus points.
I know, for
Ragnar Overby, 2-0 here.
he's asking for the viewers.
Day 2 is what normally mystery bounty tournaments would be if they were multi-day events, but this is a 1-day mystery bounty tournament, so it is end
That's
of
kind of a
registration.
trick question there, man. We don't even have a 2-day
We got him.
tournament
We
on
got him.
Saturday.
reduce off and then calls the 4 bet. Flop comes ace 4 the guy checks.
Next question. This is a flashback during the Bildo era. If you do remember the famous hand where Bildo went all in with the 6-7,
7-8.
7-8, that's what it was.
Yeah, 7-8 off.
7-8 offsuit. Who was the opponent in that hand that held ace-king?
Well, that's also kind of a trick question. There were 2 opponents holding ace-king in that hand.
All right. Who did Bildo stack for $1 bajillion?
Yeah.
In the famous 7-8 versus ace-king hand? That's my bonus points question. Man, I didn't know about trivia was gonna be so tough. I gotta write these down next time.
No, it wasn't DQ. This is kind of a tough one, actually, for those of y'all that are new to the stream. Only the most seasoned, explains how Jedi Master Ted knows. Yeah. Yep, that's correct.
Yep,
Steven.
Jedi's got it. It was Steven. Dormant with the sub, thank you so much. Franco's gonna 3-bet his ace-king up to 425 in this hand. Maybe we see some action on this one.
Also, for those really loyal viewers, who are the 2 players on this live stream that have made royal flushes?
Wow. I think I know one.
Yeah, the second one will be kind of tough. I mean, it was one that I was watching too, so But there have been two. I think actually I know I commentated it, but there have been two players on our live stream for about the year or so that we've had this live stream that have made royal flushes.
Manny, how are you going to say double shadow whenever you have half a blind?
That one guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, Kimmy is definitely one. Second one's gonna be kind of tough. Regular on our Tuesday night streams.
Couple calls here in the straddled pot. Glue gonna go ahead and put on the heat with the king queen off. Steve with nines in the straddle. What a time to have nines. Gonna 3-bet up to 450, a clean 3x. Glue gonna go ahead and call. It's a race. Ace, king, deuce. He wins the race, but it is an ace high board. He's gonna check it over to Steven. Looks like he might continue here. Now he's gonna check give up here to a 4-turn. Glue gonna check, try to get the showdown as cheap as possible. Maybe Steven senses some weakness now. Ooh, he's gonna still hold back. 4 pairs the board on the river. Also brings in the front door flush draw. A lot of people are dying for the answer.
Oh, what?
People are dying for the answer of the second.
Zane.
It is Zane.
Yeah, Zane. He it was like a one-liner too, I think, like spades or something like that. Yeah, the only royal. I mean, I say only, but we've seen 2 royal flushes on stream, which is pretty sick. But they were all one-liners.
Glue finally going for thin value here on the river. Maybe targeting a weaker king. That's it. Maybe a pocket pair, like the 9s. And he doesn't get any more value. He takes it down.
Yeah, I just thought of another like trivia question. It'd be insanely hard though. It'd be like, what's up? Oh, last hand.
Yep, I think we are flipping now. Okay. So guys, we're going to be ending this stream just a little bit early. Okay, so they're actually going to play it out. It's a single board bomb pot for 50 bucks. PLO, I believe. So with that, we're going to quick come to the booth as we sign off here from Dallas. My name is Ben Miney. This is Derek Ing. We're the 2 commentators for you tonight. We had a great time. We streamed for the past 4 hours here from Texas Card House Dallas. Thank you to, of course, Texas Card House for letting us do this stream.
Night. I mean, how about that 20K pot? The 3-way all-in. Pretty sick.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That was unreal. I haven't seen a pot that big on the stream in a very long time. So if you were all here for that and you witnessed it, you will see it in the highlight videos, I'm sure. So with that, we want to do a quick thank you for Cooper, who did it solo in the production booth back there. So thank you, Cooper, for doing that for us. That was
and for organizing the game as well. I mean, these games are not possible without Cooper. Reaching out to these players, making sure they show up on time, and getting these lineups nice and juicy for y'all.
Absolutely. It was an absolute blast. Let's go ahead and follow the action on this bomb pot, and let's get her moving.
Keep her moving.
Keep her moving. I mean, it's my I try not to abuse it.
Yeah.
Jack, trade, deuce on the flop as they're going to have some action here. All right, I'm seeing some draws, some made hands, Allen kings. But I see 2 pair for Bridge Mike. Allen just going to open fold. Well, not open fold, but he's going to fold. Yeah, he's going to fold the kings. I had to make sure he didn't open fold.
What does Blue have here?
Blue's just got a pair of 9s at the moment. Backdoor spades. So they're going to go heads up here, 2 pair versus the 9s, and a king here brings in some outs for Galoo. He does have a straight draw there. He does find queen deuce for a bigger 2 pair on the river.
Yeah, that's why you don't fold.
I'm so salty. I would have wanted to.
Two pair with a jack, no good. I got a bigger one. PLO, it's fun.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
surprised those hands even got there.
That's hilarious. All right, well, we made it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with Ben and Derek tonight. And one last time from the booth, I'm Ben Miney. This is Derek Ng. And on behalf of everyone at Texas Card House Live, we thank you for showing up tonight. And congrats to us for making 45,000 subs.
Yeah,
that was
awesome.
sweet. So we're going to get out of here. You guys have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow for 2-5 No Limit from Austin, Texas. Take care, guys.
Win here, and you're in control of your ultimate WPT experience. Starting this April, the WPT Steps return with single-day tournaments in TCH Houston, Austin, Rio Grande Valley, and for the first time ever, Dallas.
Hi, this is Bill Cottam with WPT Steps, inviting you to come earn your world-class WPT experience starting this month at Texas Card House. You earn your seat, travel, meet and greets, and world-class experiences that money can't buy.
Win the WPT main event prize, and your $3,500 buy-in is covered, plus you get $2,500 in travel cash. You choose which WPT main event location, like Durant, Oklahoma, Hollywood, Florida, Las Vegas, or Australia. Win the WPT Prime Prize. Your $1,100 buy-in is covered and you get $1,900 in travel cash. Then it's up to you to choose which WPT Prime event location, like Thunder Valley, California, Thailand, Taiwan, or Vietnam. 4 different tournaments in 4 different cities, 4 chances to win. April 16th, Dallas and Houston. April 23rd, Rio Grande Valley. April 24th, Austin, Texas. For more details, visit TexasCardHouse.com and WPTSteps.com.